What's up, y'all? Good morning. What's up, y'all? All these phones dusty, dirty. Your video has paused. Yeah, good morning, y'all.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message. You're aware of the process.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Much love to everybody. Much love to everybody. Much love to everybody, y'all. Much love, much love, much love. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much, my friend. Much love. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, my friends. Much love to everybody who stopped by, y'all. What's up, Miss Cheryl? So look, y'all, my conversation yesterday, it had a couple of people kind of mad, and a couple of people left my platform, and that come with the game. I would never change what I know, y'all. When I be kicking with y'all, I just know what's going on. I know everything I'm saying is real. Some of y'all might not pick up this information till later on, y'all. Y'all might pick up with what I'm saying later on. Like when I got off live, people was messaging me, telling me something happened in Lexington, Kentucky. A plane crashed in Lexington, Kentucky. They was speaking in code. I'm telling y'all what I know. Y'all don't want to believe, and I don't like to use the word believe, my friend. Y'all don't want to believe what I know, y'all. But again, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna be talking like that as much. I'm just gonna come and just help y'all with the lottery and get out my way, my friends. Cause I almost said too much in that video. You get where I'm coming from? So I have to really watch what I say.
Excuse me, boss. You have a...
I appreciate y'all, my friends. I promise y'all I appreciate y'all. I told you, if I was a YouTuber, y'all, who was worried about the views and worried about the likes, if I was a YouTuber who have to depend on a YouTube check, that's not me, y'all. I'ma come and do me all day. I'ma talk the way I talk. I'ma be me, my friends. If y'all come to my platform, y'all come to my platform. If y'all leave my platform, y'all just leave my platform. Y'all get where I'm coming from? I'ma always be myself, y'all. Then I have people, man, why you talking about reading books? I never said nothing about reading books are bad. I was just telling you, our enemy, most of the books y'all read, just like school books, our enemies created that. So most of the books y'all read, our enemies created that. They can always say this person created something, y'all. You get where I'm coming from? A lot of things are man-made, y'all. A lot of things are man-made. Y'all have to find out what's real and what's fake, my friend. Just like me, I'm just drinking water. So I have to see which water fit with my body, y'all. I have to check the pH level of the water. See, a lot of y'all just drink different types of water. You get where I'm coming from? Y'all know waters are different. They put chemicals in certain water, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm telling y'all this before I pull a state. Learn gematria, y'all. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that, my friends. How many people hit this? How many people hit this? Heck, I'm not gonna do no more classes like that. Heck, Lamont. Yeah, my frequency, I ain't gonna say it's kind of leaving. Yeah, with this lottery, like right now, I'm not really upset. No one really hit this. And I said we all was on the same team. And I'm going over one state, y'all. I'm going over one state. Only person that texted me was Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl, the only one texted me and said, Ohio hit. That's how I knew Ohio hit. Because of Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl reminded me when she was in my group, Miss Cheryl was the only one really hitting. I ain't gonna say she was really hitting. A lot of them don't really follow me like that. Appreciate all y'all, my friend. I promise y'all. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate all my real followers, y'all. I promise y'all. I appreciate y'all. I didn't waste my time with y'all, my friends. I promise y'all this. I'm just gonna do this and get out the way, y'all. I'm gonna pour this steak. Derry, what's going on? All that stuff I was talking about, y'all about to see it happen. Watch. Watch. Y'all can see everything I was talking about come to pass. Watch. See, that's the difference between gematria and me. Well, I ain't gonna even say that. I don't even want to do my state. I don't even want to do Michigan. I pulled Michigan, y'all. I'm about to do Michigan. What's up, y'all? Much love to everybody, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I had to look up your name. I had to look up your name, Sassafire. Hold on.
Sassafras.
Sassafras. Hey, y'all, a lot of y'all names I can't pronounce. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, and I know I'm not gonna really remember y'all. Are y'all with me? So, Miss Sassafras, I'm gonna call you Miss S.
Sassafras.
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 I'm gonna call you Miss S, man. I'm gonna call you Miss S, my friend.
Sassafras. Sassafras.
Sassafras. Sassafras. Sassafras. Sassafras. Okay, sassafras. Gumbo season. So we pulled Michigan, y'all. So something happened in Kentucky. Somebody sent me something early with a football player, y'all. Was that you, Miss Cheryl? Somebody sent me a message, was telling me a football player mom passed away. What's up, Miss Bonner? It must be raining. They said a football player killed himself yesterday, but I don't really think that happened. I don't think he really killed himself. That's what they be saying, y'all. Man, I love y'all. Don't never forget that, y'all. Well, I got so much love for y'all. Don't never forget this, my friend. See, a lot of people I ain't gonna say a lot of people, I'm gonna start saying a lot. Some of y'all might have thought I was talking negative. No, y'all have to know the difference between negative and real talking, y'all. See, when somebody tell y'all about yourself, we all think that's some negative talking. Like when my mom used to tell me right from wrong, I thought mom was being mean. She just being negative. Y'all get where I'm coming from? All I'm just telling y'all this, my friends. None of y'all really know how real gematria is, my friends, because y'all really don't know nothing about it. I'm telling y'all, that joke is real, y'all. And like I be hearing people say, they was doing this back in the day. No, it's totally different, y'all. Once you know gematria, it's totally different from what they was doing back in the day with numbers, y'all. It's totally different. Back in the day when they was doing with numbers, they was involving them with lottery. Y'all remember that, y'all? That's why I'm telling y'all the lottery involved in everything, y'all. So when I hear people talk about life, they don't say nothing about gematria, y'all. I know they missing a lot, y'all. Are y'all with me? I'm telling y'all, if all y'all read a lot of books, not saying nothing wrong with that. You have to learn gematria, y'all. Because gematria gonna let y'all gonna expose them books y'all be reading. I'm gonna say that again. Not saying it's bad. Y'all gonna really y'all gonna really break inside the books y'all reading, my friends. It'd be a lot of wordplay. Damn, they did say they working on the internet, y'all. But they said 8 o'clock. Look at that 075. That joker just going around the world, 075. And we just talked about somebody was 75 years old when they died. We just talking about Victor Kine. Victor Kine. What's his name? Victor Kine. He was 75. Look at that number. So just let all y'all know who came in here. I don't think nobody hit this. Oh, well, Miss Cheryl hit this. And then when I had decoded both of their birthdays, y'all, I want to know how many of y'all really took heed to that. Cause I exposed myself real bad. Miss Derry, what up, Derry? Kobe Bryant died. I knew that it's gonna be a lot of plane little crash. Well, Kobe Bryant died in January the 19th. That's why I was mainly kind of telling y'all. See, look, y'all. It was the reason why we had to set our clock back, y'all, because whoever died, like after we set the clock back, cause the whole thing, like, they know when we go. They know when we go be born. They know the time, and then they know the time when we go leave this earth, y'all. So when we be setting the clock up and back, see, I be hearing people talk about the calendars and that, and yeah, that's cool, but it's deeper than that, y'all. It's deeper than that. I be hearing people say they added the calendar, they added this. I understand that. It's deeper than that. They want y'all to just think it's that, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Man, they added certain, I don't care about how many months they added. That's the whole throw off. See, y'all don't know why they be setting the clock back, why we gotta set the clock up an hour, why we gotta set it back an hour. And then we do that before the year's over with. We have to set it right back up before the year's over with. Do y'all see a pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, Teresa. Y'all see a pattern? No, because Miss Derry, because I don't like if somebody doing calisthenics, like I see Abundance live. So I don't like to really try to go live when anybody working out, but y'all know I always go live at this time. But I was about to wait, but I was like, I can't wait to watch his live and have y'all waiting, because this is my class, and we normally do this at this time. See, I try not to go live when any of them going live. Hello, everybody. Oh no, he's live now. What's up, Miss Helen, y'all? And the reason why I was telling y'all to learn gematria, because once you learn gematria, my friend, now you still go listen to people, but you already go know what's going on. You're not gonna have to ask nobody what's going on. Like this, y'all remember I was telling y'all about the bridge card? I just got they just confirmed me, y'all, that my bridge card, then they gave me a raise. Some of y'all probably have a bridge card. Some of y'all might have got that code. They sent me a confirmation code. I already know once they shut something down, I'm not going to tell y'all know when they supposed to open things up. They do a lot of this for a reason, y'all. It's the reason why they shut down things. It's like you got to reset the system, y'all. Restart the system. Like 2026, that's going to be a whole different system. If y'all don't know what 26 represent, I know, y'all. That's why I say numbers are powerful, y'all. Numbers are powerful, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Numbers are powerful. You have to learn gematria. And I'm not saying you have to do gematria to conquer the world. That shit go help you out a lot, my friends. I promise you this. Man, this gematria let you get through anything, my friends. It's gonna change how you move, the way you think. Because you gonna be, when you do gematria, you know. You don't believe, you don't assume things. And then when you know, because once you know, you go speak it. Y'all see how I be telling, y'all see how I be predicting things and I be on point? That's flawless, y'all. That's what y'all want to be in life, where you could predict something before it happened. That's why I was telling y'all, I know my death date. See, a lot of people don't get where I'm coming from. I know my death date, y'all. I know when they supposed to take me out. Listen to what I just said, y'all. I know when they supposed to take me out. I know my expiration dates. No, my teacher, he on YouTube, y'all. It's hard for me to teach gematria, my friends. I promise you. Think about this. If I can't teach y'all this lottery like that. Hey, Ronald said, what's a bridge card? You ever heard of food stamps? You ever heard of food stamps? Ronald, you ever heard of food stamps? I don't even have my card. I give my card to my family member, y'all. I don't even see my bridge card. That's why I was saying, Ronald, when I was gambling, how can I be on, what y'all call that? Government assistance. That's what that's called, y'all. I'm on government assistance, but I'm winning all this money in the lottery. Uh-oh. Something wrong with that picture, y'all. That's why I move the way I move, y'all. I have a certain amount of money in the banking account. And whatever, my friend. That's why I have not no rush cards, but they still can see that as well, too. I just move different, y'all. How you getting government assistance and I'm driving a Hummer? Oh, no, it was right after watching Clarissa's video yesterday. Hello? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay. I'm on live anyway. Oh, you have a letter over here too. It don't say no name. It don't have no, I don't know, somebody just wrote a letter. I'm online. Well, I'll call you back. I'll call you back. I got you. I'll call you back. It ain't nothing like that. I'll call you back because I see auto. It say auto on the paper at the bottom. Okay. After watching Carissa, I know that's another lie. That's another lie. Not another lie. She trying to make herself look good. I told you, I don't know who that rapper is, y'all. Propose, whatever his name. Yeah, he taking old girl money. That's why I always told y'all, when a person be broke and then they get some money, they don't know how to act. She was from a broken home, y'all. If y'all looked at the video we was watching yesterday, when when she first started, her teeth was kind of crooked, her hair was messed up, and she was looking like a little thug when she first started boxing. And then when she started getting a little money, it changed. And then that make us look bad from Michigan, because Mayweather from Michigan, and she from Michigan. And real talk, that's how Michigan people act, y'all. And I'm not trying to hold us, Michigan. That's how we act. That's why I did the total opposite, y'all. I told you, I never called myself the GOAT. I never called myself no guru. Because once you get on top, your ass got to go to the bottom eventually. I promise you this. Well, let me rephrase that. Them stars. Let me rephrase that. Stars, my friends. Once you at the top, your ass go to the bottom, y'all. I know I made some of y'all nervous. But I told y'all it's going to be like 3 incidents. Now, y'all just told me a football player mom died. That was a sacrifice, y'all. I can break that number down, and I can break his mama down, and it was a sacrifice, y'all. I told y'all don't want none of y'all kids to make it to no type of league. None of that shit, y'all. I promise y'all this, my friends. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. It's just the beginning. Here come the weekend. It's going to be rough in the weekend. Watch how y'all come back and tell me, Deon, this happened such and such. And then 911 around the corner. 911 around the corner. 911 around the corner. See, y'all know that 9/11 was a setup too? That was a setup, y'all. That was our enemies that did that. Told you they can blow this whole world up if they want to. See, you have to know gematria, y'all, to understand what that 411, what that means. You have to know gematria to understand these hurricanes, y'all. These hurricanes have a name to them, and all names have a number to them. I know, y'all. She died 2 years ago, and he took his life yesterday. Wow, she died 2 years ago, and he took his life yesterday. I can do the numbers, and I promise you I can do the numbers. But why? I can do the numbers all day, and then what? Y'all not gonna go and look at my teacher and try to learn it. That's why I say I'm not really quick to do that, my friend. I know what time it is. See, y'all may think it's negative. No, this is real, y'all. This is real, y'all. We die by the numbers, my friends. One, two, three, four, five, six. I had pulled Michigan, y'all. If some of y'all just jumped on, Ohio hit already. It didn't even take long. Hey, y'all, I'm going out of town, not town. Y'all know I'm going out of, not town. It's going to be cold, so I have to wear my coat tomorrow. They have 2 more games left, y'all. One at home, and he play away. So last month I was in Grand Rapids. I thought I was in Lansing, so I was an hour past Lansing. Last week I had went to Grand Rapids. Oh, you live in Lansing, Miss Cheryl? I told Miss Cheryl, I know Miss Helen, well, I ain't gonna say Miss Helen not gonna believe me on this, but I'm gonna visit you and Miss Helen one day, real talk. We'll meet up with you and Miss Helen one day, real talk. And no, I know y'all married, Miss Helen. I really want to take you and Miss Cheryl out to dinner one day. I can't say right now, y'all. Breakfast. Miss Helen said, yeah, right. Hell yeah, Miss Helen, I'll take y'all out. Hell, that ain't no problem. To eat breakfast, hell no, that ain't no problem. Cause Miss Helen, I ain't gonna talk like that online. No, everybody know Miss Helen be, I just felt some type of way. Look, Miss Helen, I wanted to give you some medicine plenty of times, but I feel some type of way. That's so crazy. I have so much respect for her. I can't even give her no medicine. Miss Helen, I've been wanting to give you, when you stayed around the corner, my way, I wanted to give you some medicine, but I feel some type of way. But you grown as hell. I feel some type of way coming giving you some medicine. But I can give you plenty of medicine though. Okay, Miss Helen. Okay, we go do this one day. Okay, Miss Helen. What I gotta do next week? So Miss Helen, y'all will pull up on me one day? Miss Helen, y'all will pull up on me one day. Where Miss Helen at? Miss Helen, y'all will pull up on me one day? She said, yes. Okay, we gonna make something happen one day. Okay, that's even better then. Miss Cheryl, you and Lansing. Lansing like 2 hours out, Miss Cheryl. Yeah, y'all been following me about 6 or 7 years. That's a long time, y'all. And I'm about to do something else, y'all. I'm about to do something else. Yeah, Miss Helen, I drive, but I don't drive. How that sound, y'all? Yeah, I got so many connections, Miss Helen. I drive, but I don't drive, Miss Helen. You get where I'm coming from? So me getting around, no problem. No problem. You get where I'm coming from, Miss Helen? No problem. Okay, Miss Lynetta said, Miss Clark said 3-5 pair. I'm going to keep your pair, but I'm going to do something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because yesterday, I'm about to tell y'all this. Hold on before I get to this. Do I have anybody here from Ohio? Anybody here from Ohio? Oh, Miss Cheryl said she will come. Okay, that's even better then. Okay, that's what's up, Miss Cheryl. So look, Miss Clark, y'all remember yesterday when we did this yesterday? I'm about to tell y'all something. Ohio, what y'all getting midday, Ohio? Amelia, what y'all getting midday? Hershey's, Miss Diamond. Watch this. Yesterday, watch this, y'all. Y'all see this? Look. Y'all see that 4-5? Look. Y'all see that 4-5? Look. Look, Ohio. Look at that. Look behind those 666s. Look. Look at the bottom right here. Look. Y'all see 548? Now watch this, y'all. Do we have 54 in here? So watch this, y'all. Miss Clark, the way we be doing this, y'all have to do it the way I'm doing it. You have to take one number one by one and break them down, y'all. You can't just be looking at the numbers, y'all. Are y'all following me? This is money, y'all. None of us said 5-4 yesterday, y'all. But before all this, I was mainly concerned with that one pair. Before we started all this, I already knew double sixes can bring 6-8. That was the first thing I said on here, y'all. Miss Helen says it just getting low. Okay, okay, Miss Helen. So Miss Helen, you won't feel no type of way, huh, Miss Helen? I gotta bring you some medicine, Miss Helen. I have to bring you some medicine. So look how they got that 5-4. So that's why when we do this pattern, we got to take one
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
number at a time, y'all, to make sure we got all the pairs. See, look at this, y'all. This money that could have been made in the streets, y'all. But I'm not saying because we had this there, we was going to hit it, because we hit what we supposed to hit. But I'm just letting y'all know, when we do the pattern, look what's going on. It was the reason why I put this right here. Y'all see how we have both examples? But which one I was strong with, y'all? Come on, y'all, talk to me, y'all. I should get credit for this, y'all. Which one I was strong with? Y'all know why I was strong with this one? Because I was looking at the numbers, y'all. I was checking the boards. I saw the indicator for this. Now watch this. Some of y'all might get mad and leave my page. So what? I'm so out cold with these numbers. I knew about the backside. I already knew if they didn't bring none of these mother scrunchers, they could bring that backside. And what happened? What happened, Ohio? What y'all get, Ohio? What y'all get, Ohio? Now watch this. I had to know the system to even put this at the bottom, right? I had to be in this type of fight to know this. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree, my friends? Look. Look. I know y'all don't, y'all ain't trying to learn this, y'all. See how you learn, you have to practice, y'all. You have to watch my video. Sometimes y'all might not like to watch my video. Y'all watch it one time and just move on. I told you I know this lottery shit, y'all. I know when somebody doing their homework and when y'all not doing y'all homework. Cause we go have the same answer, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know. Look, a lot of y'all should have hit yesterday, y'all. A lot of y'all don't bet any sports. That's why I say some of y'all just come, and it's cool y'all just come just to be coming on, my friend. But to me, that's weak, y'all. There should have been more people hitting. I know a lot of y'all lottery players have bet in these sports. And then some of y'all playing all y'all bold numbers and not hitting. So we just said 3-5. We gonna keep this 3-5, but I'm about to do something, y'all. We about to freestyle. We about to freestyle right quick. I need help, y'all. What's 6 plus 2? Y'all know I'm not good with math. 6-8-6 twice in Texas yesterday, so the 6-8 pair. Thank you, Miss Titus. So here go an 8. Here go an 8. Here go an 8. So here go an 8. Here go an 8. And here go an 8. Hey, y'all, just watch this movie, y'all. Just watch this movie. I'm gonna put an 8. 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 So let's see. I see how they got an 8-2 pair. Let me see, did they get an 8-2 pair? Okay, here go an 8. Here go an 8-3. Here go an 8-7. Here go an 8-4. Here go an 8-5. Here go an 8-6. Hey, y'all know what I'm doing when I'm doing this? I'm picking a fight. I'm taking one step at a time. Then the next step, I'll have to get the second number. And then after I get the second number, I'm going to use that T word. I'm going to attempt. Clear. I have to get y'all names right, y'all. If I don't pronounce y'all name right, I apologize, y'all. Because I can't keep going to Google, clicking at y'all. I'm going to have to screenshot y'all name.
Just the air conditioner. I can't. All I can remember is
Hold on.
the women that was in them joints, man. They had no back.
Hold on, y'all.
You know, they was just a bunch. They was like two.
Let me put a love on this hookup right quick.
Nothing like that, but man, it ain't what we was looking for. We wasn't
All
trying
right.
to see none of that. We was trying to see what was on. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to see something else. But, yeah, that was not it. No offense, I ain't talking shit about nobody, but that's just how it was. That's just the truth of it out in Colorado. You ain't gonna have no luck be relentless at no strip club in Colorado. Don't even try. A lot of different in all the right ways. Play the game a little, yup, but you're not a sheep. Yup, absolutely. That's the recipe right there, Luke. Play the game a little bit, but we are aware. You go your own way. Absolutely. You're aware and you pave your own path. Ain't nothing wrong with playing the game. The game is here. It's all that is a game right here. So might as well play it, you know, but do it with your eye open all the time, with the awareness, you know, so that you're not caught up in the game, because that's what the game was built to get your consciousness out.
That's why I'm saying gematria. It's gonna let you know all that, cause you gonna know the game.
Miss Helen, you know, Miss Helen watching over all of us. You don't find yourself because you will look forever. Yo, you decide who you want to be.
So you gotta know where the game and what's going. That's why I say it's deeper. It's deep, y'all. See, gematria gonna let you know what's what. We don't know who's doing it, but we know what's going on.
You gotta be it. Shout out to Luke, man. Luke always coming through with some game, some spiritual game for real. Deon, what's up, man? Salute, appreciate you coming through. I know you live. Shout out to Deon, y'all. Shout out to Deon. Yo, Miss Helen, all of our guardian angel, be relentless. She watching over all of us, man. Shout out Miss Helen, man. She a real supporter for real.
You hear that, Miss Helen?
Here we go. This is 100.
Miss Helen trying to show off abundance. It's broke. So 6 plus, that's 11. That's 11. Did we get it? So that 11 is a 2. So right here, that's 15, 16, 17. 17. So 17, 17, 17. What can I do with 17? 17. So let me try something. This 10. What can I do with 10? $12, $13, $14. What can I do with a 4? So right here, this is 9. What can I do with a 9? So this kind of, so right here. So what if I say 5? No, a 5. All right. So what if I do? Let me do this. All right. Because I see a pattern, y'all, but they didn't do the exact. That's 9 plus 2, that's 11. But that 11 could be a 2. So this was special. I get it now. I get it. That's why they double that. I got them. That's why they double that. Yeah, hold on, y'all. Yeah, why, hold on. 6 plus 2 plus 3, right. 6 plus 9 is 15 plus 2 more 17. That's why they got this right here. That's why they got the whole number when you add that up. So when I add this up, 6 plus 2 plus 2. What's up, Miss Rainer? When I add, what's up, Chucky? Chuck Nice. So when I add, what up, James? D'Angelo. When I add 6 plus 2 plus 2, that's 10. That's 10. So 10 can be a 9. Right. So if I add this up, 14, 16. 16, I see how they got this 6. And when I add this up, see, this was throwing me off and not throwing me off. Michigan, I'm about to take a gamble. Yeah, I'm about to take a gamble. Then y'all hear the words that's coming out of my mouth? Do y'all hear the words that's coming out of my mouth? I'm about to take a gamble. All right. So when I come right here, we said 6 plus 2 plus 9. When we add 6 plus 2, that's 15, that's 17. So I see how they got. Y'all see this, y'all? And look, I'm telling y'all this. Y'all know who taught me how to do this? Think about this, y'all. This is gematria, y'all. So how did gematria lead me wrong, y'all? What I'm doing is gematria, my friends. I learned gematria before I learned the lottery. That's how y'all know gematria is real. Y'all saw me break inside the lottery numbers. Y'all saw me break inside the weather. Y'all saw me break inside news stories. Y'all saw that I broke inside deaths. Come on, y'all. I'm proving everything, y'all. It's a proven fact, y'all. And y'all seeing this with your own eyes, y'all. And I'm predicting it before it happens, my friends. I'm telling y'all what's supposed to happen because of the numbers telling me. So y'all see how they got that. We see how they got that, y'all. So let me keep going. And y'all know I'm freestyling. Look, y'all, I don't even know what I'm doing. But I know when I do this, y'all, I know I'm going to come out victorious, meaning I know I'm going to get through this. But right now, I don't know where I'm going with this. What's up, Jay? I'm freestyling. See, I know a 10 is a 9. I know why they got that. You see that? Y'all see this? See, I know where they got this. See, I know where they got that. Come on, man. Can I get some flames, y'all? Real talk. Can I get some flames? I see why they got this. Man, y'all acting quiet on me. Look at this. All they did was kept that one. Then we already know. See, you have to study the lottery to know that a number 9 is a 10. Y'all get where I'm coming from? That's the whole number right there, y'all. See, I can look at things and see why certain things happen or why certain people got what. Just like when y'all told me about that football player, whatever happened, I can't tell y'all why. I can't tell y'all know why he did it, but it's all the numbers game, y'all. It's all the numbers game. Look at this. Who y'all know that can do this, y'all? I don't guess anything, y'all. I don't assume nothing, my friend. See, with gematria, you don't assume anything. You go know what's going on. All I talk to y'all about is frequency and vibration. That's a 14. See, I already knew what happened. Watch this, y'all. Did they get an 814 D-Wiz? Y'all, watch this, y'all. What's 14? What's 14 take away 8? See, this what they did, y'all. They could have gave y'all a 7, but a 14 is a 6. So all they did was, see, I can get the third number from this right here, y'all. You see how they getting down? I'm looking at this number. This is this. This is this. This the same number, y'all. But the whole thing, we got that 4. Y'all see how we got that 8-7 pair? Y'all remember I told y'all an 8-1 or 8-0 pair? I don't even care about that 9. 8-1, 8-0 pair. Are y'all with me? Look at that 8-4 pair. So where Miss Clark at? Miss Clark still on here? Miss Clark still on here? I want to know if Miss Clark still on here. Now, Miss Clark, you see how when if I played the lottery, I can apply that pattern with the 3-5, and then I can get some extra money. Now, can't you tell how I was winning on multiple tickets? Can't you see now? How I was winning on multiple tickets, how I can take a pattern and do multiple patterns to get the answers, my friend. Hey, y'all, I need some help, y'all. This number too big. I'm being funny. This number too big to add up, y'all. Help me out with this. 6 plus 2 plus 1. I need help, y'all. I need help. And y'all know, look how I line my paper up. Man, I do a certain pattern, my friend. I have to see a certain look. I know, y'all, that's deep in the mother scrunchie, y'all. This gematria, my friend. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9. Look at this, y'all. Don't this look familiar? That look familiar, don't look at that. Look. That look familiar, don't it? So this play happened, that play happened, that play happened, this play happened. Watch this. You know why this didn't happen? Look at that total number, y'all. Watch this. 6 plus 2 plus 3. Somebody help me out with this. Somebody help me out with this. Somebody help me out on this. Y'all, I'm on a different level, y'all. And not just no lottery numbers, my friend. I'm on a different level when it comes to life, y'all. I know what's going on. I decoded the world, y'all. Never said I stopped the world. I decoded the universe, y'all. I decoded the universe, my friends. When I walk out in the world, I walk out with my chest sticking right the hell out, y'all. I don't fear shit, my friends. Only thing I fear, my friends, is dogs. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Man, I don't fear shit on this earth, y'all. Because I know what's what, y'all. And all I do is stay in my lane. And I know what to do, my friends. You get where I'm coming from? Y'all know we outside. If it rain outside, what you go do? You go in the house so you don't get wet, right? Right? When you want some fresh air and you want to go outside, you go outside, right? That's how it is with the world. When they do certain things, all I do is move and wait till they do that shit, then I come back. I move and come back. None of this shit don't take my frequency. I just get sad of my people. When I cry, I'm crying for my people, y'all. I'm not caught up in no numbers. No, I cry for my people because my people lost. And then it's not even that y'all lost. It's the world we in, y'all. I'm not gonna even say y'all lost. It's the world we was in and how we was raised and brought up, my friends. Y'all said 11. Watch this, y'all. They didn't get an 8-1. But watch this. What I teach y'all about this. This can bring a 2 or a 0. But first priority is a 2. And then this means double that number. So I can see why they got this, y'all. Come on, y'all. Can I get some flames? Y'all might be tired of me. Can I get some flames? That's why they got 828. See, I know y'all looking like, hold on, why it's not matching? You have to know the system to understand this. And what I taught y'all about this number, this makes sense. It make hella sense. Don't this mean double the number? Don't this mean 2, y'all? Come on, y'all. Love. Come on, y'all. Love. What's up, Pam? Love. Come on, y'all. Y'all see it. Miss S, y'all see it. Everybody see this, y'all. You see how we flip that into it? We flip that into a 2. And it's saying double that number. Look. Okay, I ain't gonna trip on y'all. I just go to work. I ain't gonna trip. I ain't gonna even trip on y'all. See, the reason why I don't like to do this, because I'm not teaching y'all. See, when we do this and get the pairs, see, this super advanced, y'all. I know they said I make it look easy, don't I? See, this is super advanced. See, I can break inside any number, y'all. Class over with. Class over with. I make this look easy, don't I, y'all? I make this look real easy, don't I, y'all? Real easy. Give my boy some love right quick. I make it look real easy, don't I? Make it look too easy. Y'all know this, don't y'all? Miss Shonda. Yeah, too easy. It's too easy. It is too easy. Same thing, y'all. 6 plus 2 plus 5. See, a 6'8", a 6'8", a 6'8" is a 6'2", y'all. Watch this, y'all. Look at this 6 and this 2. Watch this, y'all. 6 plus 2 equals 8, right? And then watch this. Then you have 2 times 3 equals 6. This a whole household. This a family, y'all. This a whole household, y'all. That's why I know the other side of this number, y'all. I know the other side of a 6'2". 2 going to 6 3 times, y'all. I know, y'all. Michigan need an 8-3 pair. And it could be 8-13. You see how they brought 8-17, and then right here they didn't bring. See, they kept that 6. They kept one of those 6s. But I know what's a 1 and a 4. A 1 and a 4 can be a 3 if you subtract. A 1 and a 4 can be a 5 if you add. 10 take away 4 is a 6. 11 take away 4 is a 7. So I would have played 8-4-3, 8-4-5, 8-4-6, 8-4-7. I'm gonna do the same thing. What's the 8 and what's the 3 and a 1? If you subtract, that's a 2. If you add, that's a 4. 10 take away 3, that's a 7. 11 take away 3, that's a 8. And I should have said the 3 and a 3. It can bring a 9 too. I'm gonna put that at the bottom. All I'm gonna do is put this 8-3 right here. And I'm not even just talking about no lottery players. That's why I say anybody who follow me. Like a lot of y'all, if y'all read a lot of books, and if y'all follow me, the things I'll be talking about, the books y'all be reading, we supposed to be on the same track. If we not on the same track, that lets you know something, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know. See, what throw people off when I start talking about death, and that's what throw people off, y'all. Y'all have to wake up, but I already know. Same thing what happened on Facebook, how people didn't want to believe me and didn't want to know what I was talking was real. And then later on, like right now, they be inboxing me right now trying to be my friends. I'm good with that. It's the same with YouTube. A lot of things I'm talking about, y'all not gonna believe what's going on. Y'all go see what I'm talking about next year, this year and next year. All the things I was talking about, the first thing y'all gonna do is be like, damn, Deon Staley told us that. I have people right now telling me, bro, every time I'm looking, all I'm seeing is pyramids. I'm looking at pyramids. Now you know who owns something, my friends. It's a sign to tell you, hey, y'all got chills, y'all. A sign to tell you who own what. A sign will tell you who own what, y'all. All this construction, who y'all think own this? Our enemies, y'all. We helping our enemies make all this shit. Look, I know y'all have to work, y'all. Most of y'all have a job. Y'all helping create this. The whole thing was they involved money. And that's what's throwing y'all off. When y'all, man, I'm doing this for money. I got to survive. If you got the kids and all this, my friend, we living in a messed up world, my friend. Like when they say your temple, see, when I came into this world, not knocking no one who has kids. I don't want no kids. I have to worry about my temple, my friend. And it's already hard enough to try to keep my temple straight. You get where I'm coming from? Now, some of y'all have kids. Y'all have to worry about y'all temples and y'all kids' temple. Come on, man. Y'all not following me? Y'all didn't hear what I was just saying, my friend? They don't teach us this in the beginning of life. All you been here, people, man, I want me some kids. I want this. Oh, I want to get married. I want to get... Not saying that's the throw off, my friend. They not telling y'all in the beginning what can come from behind that, my friends. See, the whole thing, when my mom brought me in this world, I'm supposed to take care of my temple, y'all. That means my body, my friends. I'm supposed to take care of my temple, my friends. Now, when y'all married and y'all got another connection, y'all have y'all temple and y'all kids' temple. Now, what if y'all temple's good and then y'all kids' temple not good? Come on, y'all. I don't have no love, y'all. I'm for real, y'all. Y'all think... Do it seem like I'm talking negative, y'all? I'm not talking negative. I'm talking real to y'all, my friends. That's why some of y'all stressed out, my friend. That's why some of y'all sick. Y'all sick off stress, y'all. I'm not telling y'all supposed to dish y'all kids. No. Now y'all got a big load now. Imagine some of y'all single parents. With some of y'all don't have no father, don't have no boyfriend or husband helping y'all take care of y'all kids. Vice versa, fellas. When she ran out on you, got to take care of the kids. You doing good. You good. You working out your frequency on A1. Some of y'all going through that right now. Y'all straight. Y'all have a badass son or a daughter that's all in the streets. Every night, y'all stressed out. That's frequency, y'all. Yesterday, look, anybody was on my live yesterday? When y'all was on my live yesterday, I almost earled, y'all. I told y'all when I weighed myself, I weighed 147. See, I can gain weight, I lose weight, gain weight. My weight, I was at 148. My weight be like 152, 153, y'all. It happened like that. Then I know how, if I don't eat, I know what can happen, my friends. Do y'all get where I'm coming from? So yesterday, when I was working out, when I got on the scale, I told you when you work out, that's just with me. I can lose 3, 4 to 5 pounds, y'all. I always check myself. I'm about to say this, y'all. All y'all athletes and calisthenics, bro, I don't never see y'all talk about no scales, y'all. Like when people say, how much you weigh? Y'all be like, man, the last time I weighed myself was, huh? So then y'all talking about getting gains. I'm different, y'all. I promise y'all I'm different. I be confused with that. Man, I got gains. I know you can see the gains, y'all. I know you can see the gains. Y'all not putting yourself on the scales? Huh? My boy Abundance, what up, bro? He did them Navy SEALs. Yeah, look, y'all. So when I weighed myself after I finished working out, I weighed myself, I was at 145, y'all, 144. I told y'all, whenever my body weight get to 143, I feel weak. I feel sick. Are y'all with me, my friends? Come on, y'all, talk to me, my friends. Please talk back to me, y'all. I'm my own doctor, y'all. So yesterday when y'all was on my live, and then I didn't even eat that day, y'all. I didn't even eat that day. So I already knew I was working off nothing in my stomach, y'all. But my frequency was down because my weight. So when I just weighed myself now, I'm at 148 again, 147. Now I'm about to go eat some breakfast. Like if I eat my breakfast and then I get my fish, see, I eat a lot of eggs. I go up there and eat 4 or 5 eggs. See, next year, I said next year, because I'm going to change my diet. Y'all know I love beans. I don't know how to cook beans. So right now I'm going to have to learn how to cook beans, y'all. I'm going to bake my own chicken and fish. My beans and rice every day, y'all. My beans and rice every day. So I know if I want to pick up some weight, I know how to pick up some weight along with my working out. I'm not trying to pick up weight. See, the whole thing is this, y'all. I'm about to tell y'all about this. I started working out because If your heart messed up, right? If your heart go out on you, see, your heart remind me of like a car, y'all. It remind me of an engine or a transmission. So when I work out, y'all, yeah, I love my arms, I love my legs, I love my chest. But the reason why I'm working out to protect my heart, y'all. Protect my heart, y'all. See, think about this. When you have a car engine or a transmission, you got to keep your spark plug. You got to be tuned up. So when I'm working out, I'm not working out to try to have a big chest. You get what? That's going to come. That's going to come with the game, y'all. Miss Helen, I'm finna say this, Miss Helen, and this one I'm glad you said this. I can cook my own food all day, but that don't mean that food I'm cooking is good. This is what I'm saying, Miss Helen. I don't trust nothing the governor doing. I know a lot of people say y'all shop at this store, y'all eat such and such. That it doesn't mean nothing. Our enemies own most of this shit, y'all. They put their hands in all this, my friend. Some people say, I don't eat the canned beans. I eat the bag beans. Both of them mother scrunches might be bad. Hello. See, that's how I look at life, y'all. They tempered through all this shit, y'all. I don't trust none of this, my friends. It's gonna be one more, y'all. Y'all just told me that guy from, how old was that guy that passed yesterday from Dallas, y'all? How old was that guy that passed for Dallas? Anybody know? How old was that football player? And they say he hung himself. That's correct. Now, I'm not gonna do. See, my teacher be doing that. I'm not gonna do all that. Cause I can go in the gematria there to put his name. I could put how he got killed, and it's gonna be a matching number, y'all. He was. Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. What I tell y'all about this number, y'all? I'm gonna leave it alone, y'all. I'm about to leave it alone. I'm not even about to talk about it. They say he was driving. I'm not gonna even talk about it. The whole thing, look, y'all follow me too long, y'all. Y'all been how long I been talking about this number, y'all? I wasn't talking about this number all this week. Didn't I say this represent kill? This represents slave? So watch this, y'all. It's a meaning to why he got killed. Y'all just think he got killed. You have to learn gematria, my friends. It's gonna let you know what's going on, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know, my friends. We've been talking about this number. This number represents slave and kill. I know, y'all. I know, y'all. For real, I know what I'm talking about. We just was talking about this. It's a sacrifice, y'all. It's a sacrifice. And I watch this. What time did they say he passed? Because y'all know we had to set our clock up. That got to match when you, man, y'all. What time did he pass? Y'all know? She said, what's some of the gematria videos you can recommend? Here we go. We about to go to my teacher. See, a lot of people don't think this is real, y'all. They think it's like bull crap. No, you don't need this to know this. I'm doing this to know this. I'm doing this, and what I'm doing, no, you need gematria, my friends. Because a lot of things don't add up. When you have gematria, you go make that mother scruncher add up. You go see how it add up. Let me rephrase that. You're going to see how that add up. Uh-oh. Did my boy do the numbers? Teach. Let's go, Teach. Let's go, Teach.
Roofing technology.
Let's go, Teach.
For homeowners within valid states.
Let's go, Teach. Here go my teacher right here. So Miss Shauna.
Go live. Got to give a shout out to Open Up in the chat. Also Dale in line.
There you go.
What's up? But yeah, Open Up season. Number 94 is dead 94 days before the...
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
They get deaded.
Hold on.
24 days after the team's...
Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Watch this, y'all. Man, I love y'all. Look.
Back, Truth Seeker.
What's his number?
As we go live, got to give a shout out to Open Up in the chat. Also Dale in line. And
listen.
What's up? But yeah, Open Up season. Number 94 is dead 94 days before the Super Bowl.
Number 94 dead 94 days before the Super Bowl, right? Now watch this, y'all. Some people say, Deon, why you get emotional? See, this why I shed a tear for shit like this, because my people don't know. And look, y'all, again, all y'all ones, I don't want to say that because y'all go keep thinking I keep talking about books are not good. Look, a book not going to tell you, look at this number. Look at his number 94. Look at his number 94. So watch this, y'all. How old was he when he died? Can somebody tell me? How old was he? How old was he when he died? He could have died at 29. Y'all don't know I can get hurt for doing this, right? A lot of y'all don't believe nothing I be saying. Y'all know I can get hurt by doing this. Y'all know I'm exposing myself. But I want y'all to see the truth, y'all. I want y'all to see how powerful numbers are. I don't want y'all to think I be talking negative. I'm an atheist. No, you have to learn gematria, my friends. You need gematria in this world. You need gematria, my friends. He died by the numbers, y'all. And when he died, that time had to do something when we had to set the clock up, y'all. That played a big part. He didn't even make it to next year. He didn't even make it to 2026. Now, y'all better wake up to my work, y'all. Flat out. And no, I'm not hollering at y'all, my friend. I just get excited because I'm glad I know what I know. Because I told you, I have to worry about my temple. Deon Staley, my friends. So I have to worry about my temple, my friend. I got to keep my temple going, my friend. Exactly. Let me cut this down. No music. Let's go, Teach.
Again, deaded age 24, 24 days after the team's owner's birthday. Of course, Jerry Jones, who's that infamous age of 83. And we're going to see how this connects with...
Then they just say 83. 83 and 38 mean kill. Look at this, y'all. It's all in the lottery numbers, y'all. Sports, lottery, all this connected, y'all. See, a lot of people don't look at my video, y'all. Y'all really don't take heed to my information, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not here to try to get no views. I'm here to speak the truth, y'all. See, y'all believe in Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. That's bullshit, propaganda news, y'all. They were slaves, y'all. If y'all have to understand gematria to know what was really going on. They both died at 39. 39 and 93 mean the keeper of time. You have to understand numbers to know the code they speaking in. Look at the lottery numbers, y'all. They speaking in code through the lottery numbers, y'all. I'm keeping it real with y'all.
With the World Series and the several death patterns connected to it. The 121st World Series just concluded, and Marshawn Kneeland is dead 121 days after his birthday. And just go through it piece by piece. Again, here's Jerry Jones, just turned 83 on October 13th. Today, 24 days after his birthday. Today, the Cowboys announced their defensive player who just scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football. He's dead at 24 for...
Oh, my goodness,
reasons.
that hurt.
These reasons aren't unknown. We know what he's dead for. He's dead because he's a young black man in the NFL, and they sacrifice their players regularly. Oftentimes, they're just out of the league, and then they're dead in their late 20s, early 30s. Similar stories week after week, and somehow nobody blinks an eye. And we're going to get to the rigged outcome of Monday Night Football. Congrats to the winners. All three Bird teams won on the road in primetime. We'll talk more about it. We thought both teams likely would become 3 wins, 5 losses in tribute to JFK, number 35, killed on I-35 in Dallas in November. In 63, again, Monday Night Football was on the 307th day of the year, which is the 63rd prime. We're going to talk about where this factors in with JFK, because like I always say about these leagues, they're rigged, they're ritualistic, they're sacrificing their players, and they're constantly paying tribute to history. Been a broken record about this for over a decade. And like I always point out, more often than not, when these players are dead, they're darker complected. Occasionally, you'll get a Nick Mangold story like that suspicious death from a little more than a week ago. The Ohio native who played for the Jets dies announced dead right before the Jets get their first win out Ohio. And then last week, Bob Trumpy announced dead just before the Bengals game. Played for the Bengals, announced games for the Bengals. Where's he from? Oh, the Chicago area. Most WWE-like game of the week. But yeah, let's talk about Jerry Jones being 83, since one of his young stars is dead at 24 days after his birthday. Again, this practice of coding numbers into words, it is paramount to understand, because then everything starts to make sense. He is 83. 83. They say the greatest QB draft class of all time was 83. John Elway part of that draft. Remember, John Elway had that weird death earlier this year on the Church of Satan's 59th birthday. He was out golfing and his buddy fell out of the cart and died. Story that made zero sense, just like this morning's story.
Balance transfer credit cards. Here's what you might not know. For starters, if you're carrying a credit card balance month over month,
Again, 83. Football equals 83. Cowboy equals 83. Remember the rituals they used to do with Cowboy Cerrone in the UFC in 83? Go back and see my older work. They had Cowboy Cerrone perform an 83 ritual one time during a Thursday UFC match during the Dallas Cowboys playing on Thursday Night Football. But yeah, the other big 83 word is this one, murder. Again, when you run the alphabetic order forwards, A is 1 up to Z is 26. Football and Cowboy are 83. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, C is 1 back to A is 26. Murder is 83, just like the song Murder by Numbers by the Police came out in 83. And don't forget Stuart Copeland of the Police. His father was in the CIA. And don't forget the CIA has the Kryptos statue, which literally pays tribute to this code of letters and numbers right outside their doorstep. Yeah, if you didn't know that, at the CIA headquarters, they got a little tribute to gematria with the letters and the numbers. Look it up.
You look it up, y'all.
But yeah, 1983 when Murder by Numbers came out. Hold on, was George W. Bush at the Cowboys game? Was he there? Dick Cheney, his wingman, died on the 121st day of his age. George W. Bush has recently attended Dallas Cowboys games, most notably participating in the coin toss. Oh, so, man, even the president was at this game. Where Nealon scored a touchdown only to die days later. Have you ever read the lyrics to Murder by Numbers? Murder by Numbers song. You guys ever read it? Let me tell you who it says. Killing is the sport of. Let's skip down here.
Wow.
For murder is the sport of the elected. Interesting.
Wow.
George W. Bush at the game. Nealon's last game. Dick Cheney. By the way, Richard Cheney equals 121. He just happened to die on the 121st day of Bush's age while he's at the game. And next thing you know, Nealon's dead 121 days after his birthday, after the 121st World Series wraps up.
Wow. Blood sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice equals 121.
Yep.
We'll get to him being the 56th overall pick. We'll talk more about that in a second. Notice how Nealon equals World Series. The 121st World Series just wrapped up. Congrats to the winners. Another future cashes for us.
Yeah, he said his son's
Literally,
birthday.
the first two teams we circled before the season began were the Blue Jays, because they're the only team in the league that equals 121, and LA, because L is 12 and A is 1. And yeah, it is true. I got more into the Mets narrative.
Oh, no, you good, Miss Million. Don't be nervous.
Dotel 121 days from Juan Soto's birthday. But Dotel did play for the Blue Jays and the Dodgers as well. And remember, Octavio Dotel died in the 83 ritual. His first season with the Mets, he was 8-3, 8 wins, 3 losses. How many wins did the Mets finish with this year? 83. Not an accident. It's because it's all rigged, it's all scripted, and these blood sacrifices are a big part of it. But anyway, Nealon equals World Series 150. Remember, Trump was in Japan at the start of the World Series as Ohtani hit the bomb, and he was talking F-150s with the Japanese Prime Minister.
Wow.
All part of the script. In light of this guy wearing 94 and being dead 94 days before the Super Bowl, when you spell out 94 as a word, it equals World Series as well. And in case you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language. Alphabetic order, reverse alphabetic order, both orders with numerology applied, and you got into all 4 ciphers to take advantage of the rig.
Y'all hear that?
Again, just with regards to World Series.
Look
it
what
began on the 147th day of Dave Roberts' age.
I told you.
He started the postseason with his 57th win. He ended the postseason by winning the World Series with his 69th win. We'll talk about Big U's son getting murdered on 69th Street, whose name equaled 121. The Mariners pitcher who was announced dead from a heart attack while driving in his mid-30s. His name also 69, et cetera, et cetera. Last year when the Dodgers won the 120th World Series, getting their 120th postseason win since moving to LA, they also got their 57th total win in the World Series. The year before that, when the Rangers won the World Series, which we've had all 3 of these the last years. We got that with 50-1 odds synced up with George W. Bush, who threw out the first pitch for the 119th World Series, only for it to end 119 days after his birthday. Again, he used to run the team. But that year, the Rangers manager got his 57th win in the postseason, winning the World Series. They didn't do the specific World World Series number ritual for the 118th, but that was where the Astros won a year to the day of
I know
the
y'all can't see
Astro
the
World
numbers.
tragedy. Actually, I guess they did, because November 5th is the first of the last 57 days of the year. So I guess I take it back, they did, but it was a year to the day of the Astro World tragedy, the first of the last 57 days of the year. The 117th World Series, Truist Park equals 117. They renamed their park. They sacrificed Hank Aaron that year for the Braves World Series. On and on and on and on and on. Anyway, World Series equals 94. Pattern we've talked about many a times with the World Series.
Look at 75, 57.
You see how his name, Marshawn Nealand, equals 269, which is the 57th prime? We had it all mapped out. We saw that if the Blue Jays manager lost the World Series, he would get his 269th loss, which he did in Game 7, which was on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday anniversary, who wore 34 like it was a 3-4 series. His full name equaled 106, like the Dodgers got their...
Hey, I'm going to let y'all listen to this, but I want y'all to do this. Y'all see how that say 269? I know y'all. Look at this lottery number. 26. Y'all see that? 629, right? Now watch this. What's the prime number of 269? 57 to 75, right? Give me the thumbs up, y'all. I'm about to go somewhere with this, but I'm going to play it. I'm not going to stop no more. I just want y'all to see something, my friend. I want y'all to see how I brought gematria to the lottery. Do y'all see this? All they doing is math. 9 plus 6, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 9 take away 2 is 7. See, I found out how to get the prime number a whole different way. Now watch this. They got a repeat. Look at the indicator. This is 7-5. Right there, that's a 7. Right there, that's a 7. That's a 7-5. It was an indicator for them to get. Look down below. Look down here. You see how they got the 7-5? You see how that 6-9 brought that 7-5? Yeah, it took 155 days, but that's the prime number, y'all. I told you numbers don't lie, y'all. I'm only here to help y'all. I'm only here to help y'all, my friends. I'm only here to help y'all. A lot of things I talk about, y'all don't understand it. Just research behind me, my friends. All you have to do is research. I told y'all I was going around thinking the earth was round until I went to go research a flat earth. When I went to go research a flat earth, that changed my whole thinking, my friends. I know the earth is flat. No one can tell me nothing different. I know the earth is flat. See, that's why we on earth. We got to know what's real and what's fake, my friends. A lot of shit in this world is fake, y'all. If you don't know gematria, you're going to be lost about it. You're going to be thinking and assuming a lot of things, y'all. Numbers don't lie. If it don't add up, it don't make sense. If it add up, it make a whole lot of sense. It's adding up, y'all. That's why they got that 7-5 pair. That's why they got the indicator. They turn the sun into a pair. I brought that to the lottery world, y'all.
106th win of the year. Robinson also equals 106.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most...
Look, that's what I'm saying, like my boy Abundance. Look, y'all, I don't know if he on here, like Abundance be on the, he be doing the crypto. Hey, y'all, I can help Abundance, y'all. I know what numbers is bad, but if I don't want to win no money, I'm not going to put that on nobody else, y'all. I know I can help him with what he be doing. I can tell him when to put some money on certain numbers, and when it's all a numbers game. But if I don't play the lottery and I don't want to win no money, why I'm going to do that to him, my friend? All money not good money. That's why I never really talked about that. I know I can break inside that. I know I can tell him to invest his money on certain little hookups. I know I can tell him, hey man, take that money off of that, bro. Take your money from that because they about to drop. I can look at a number and tell you when the numbers go up, my friends. I promise y'all, but if I don't want to win no money like that, why I'm going to do him like that? You get where I'm coming from, my friends. I know y'all. I'm different.
The World Series began on the 55th
I'm different, y'all.
anniversary of Jackie Robinson
I'm
at
different.
age 53 as the Dodgers picked
I'm
up the
different.
53rd
I'm here to help
World
my
Series
people.
for the NL. 53 is the 16th prime. It was won on the bat of Will Smith, number 16, like how in Super Bowl 53, LA lost to the Patriots, which also equal 53, and there were only 16 points in the game. The score was 13-3, like football's 133, like LA's 13. Anyway, these were all very specific numbers to the World
Bill,
Series.
all on me. What up, Miss
Again,
Cheryl?
just about Jackie Robinson. Look how Marshawn Nealand overlaps, 64 and 89, just like Jackie Robinson. And with regards to that 89, so does Los Angeles Dodgers,
Martin
also
Lawrence.
89. Los Angeles, California, also 89.
I thought you said 24.
89 is the 24th prime number,
Yep.
deaded 24 days after Jerry Jones's birthday. Nealand also 42.
Y'all remember somebody say their mama died at 89? That's why she
And a
connected
long
with this.
list of numbers
Tina
connected
mama
to
connected
Black
with
history.
this.
By the way, in case you just need a recap about Dick Cheney's death, who died the night of Monday Night Football. Again, he died on the 11th anniversary of the World Trade
Wow, look at that
Center
number.
opening. Should go without
Wow. He died by the
explanation.
numbers, y'all.
Richard Cheney won.
Look at the numbers. When he just talking about 121, you see how he died by the numbers, y'all? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And then I'm gonna keep it real. When they die, I don't even know what happened. What they do with their body part? All they do is put their body part in somebody else's body. Or something, I'm telling you.
Monday Night Football, and only for days later to be another death from the game. Murder by number lyrics one more time in case you already forgot. For murder is the sport of the elected. Think about all the bodies we talk about every time for these rigged political selections too.
I told y'all.
Just about the Big U death. Remember, the Chargers became 5-3 on Thursday Night Football on the eve of the World Series, beginning on the 53rd anniversary of Jackie Robinson. Then on the day of Game 7, you get the announcement of the death of the Chargers player who was murdered at 34. And just for the record, you see how Marshawn also equals 34? Marshawn's 34. Murder's 34. The color of the players that are usually dead, black, as we say in our culture, 34. Black also 106, like Robinson. Hold on, I forget what Fernando Valenzuela's middle name is, but I just want you to see how the Dodgers got the 106th win on his November 1st birthday anniversary. Game 7 began. Fernando Valenzuela Anguamia, 106. Remember, he died right before the World Series last year that the Dodgers won over the Yankees, and he pitched against Rudy May in Game 3. They're both announced dead right before the World Series. Nobody blinks 9. Okay, but, yeah, the player for the Chargers, his name has the 60 connection. The death was announced on the day, leaving 60 days left in the air. His father's a member of the Rolling 60s Crips. 57, like World Series. The brother who was killed is Jabari, 121. These other numbers up here matter too.
Look at that 121, y'all.
Jesuits, 123 goes with Jackie and Conspiracy. He was murdered on 69th and Figueroa Street. The news breaks as Dave Roberts gets his 69th win, the World Series number, but Figueroa Street, 121. Blood sacrifice. Over and over. He was killed on Halloween. They saved the news for the World Series.
Fit Tay, what up is Fit
Halloween
Tay?
this year had that 86 date numerology. Nipsey Hussle was in the Rolling 60s, died in a very similar ritual with similar numbers. So let's come down to him being the 56th pick of the draft, right? It's funny, yesterday I was on a panel and I was teaching them about this 56 code.
Y'all much love Miss Fit Tay.
The overwhelming thought by the panel was that this information is schizophrenia. And, I'm used to people saying things like this, and I know why they say it. It's because they're programmed and they're stupid. It's just those two explanations are the reasons. There are no other reasons that everybody comes to the same false conclusions. It's because they're programmed and they're stupid. It's the same reason they go to these rigged sports games. It's because they're programmed and they're stupid. The games are obviously rigged. They're a major ripoff. People go there because of the programming. Oh, if I go there, it's culturally cool. Look, I'm showing.
Congratulations, Miss Joyce. Thank you.
For the $15
Thank you, Miss
water,
Joyce.
the $20 hot dog, and the $30
Congratulations.
beer, and the $100 parking.
Thank
to
you.
watch the men bend over in tights. No homo, or is it? But anyway, programming and stupid. These are the only reasons everything's going on in our society. Vote.
Look, y'all, if I'm going to talk, I'm going to always keep it real with y'all because I have a lot of love for y'all. See, I knew what happened with my mom. See, my mom was born in 1956. When I told y'all my mama had cancer, she had breast cancer. One of her breasts, they had to remove it, and she do the chemo. My mom was born in 1956. Freemasons, y'all. All of you, everybody who was born in we all are Freemasons, my friend. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's why I was telling y'all about the pyramids, y'all. I know what's going on, what happened with my mama was going on. I can look at the numbers and all that, y'all. Y'all be thinking I be talking crazy, my friend. And every time I give y'all example, I be y'all example, y'all. I be y'all example. When I shed tears, y'all, I shed tears because of this. Because I know what's going on and y'all really don't know what's going on. When y'all see me shed tears, it be because of this, y'all. When y'all see me shed tears, it be because of this, y'all. I'm not going with no numbers. I know what I know, my friends. That's like if y'all see y'all kids and y'all know something gonna happen to y'all kids and they gotta leave out the house and y'all can't do nothing about it. That's what this shit be feeling like. That's what this shit be feeling like, my friends.
In rigged selections, not catching on to anything. When somebody comes through and shows you what's going on,
Look.
they say, "Oh, schizophrenia." It's like, "Oh yeah, it's schizophrenic to recognize."
They call me schizophrenic on here all the
Actually, what it's
time.
called is intelligence. Actually, what it's called is superior intelligence. Actually, what it's called is superior. And yeah, that's no way
I'm
to
using
compare
that,
yourself to
Teach.
the lemmings. But you know what? The lemmings are never going to learn. You know why I know
Superior
that? Because I've been
intelligence.
an adult
I'm using that.
legally since 2001. And I saw that I was a man amongst lemmings as an 18-year-old when everybody fell for the biggest lie there ever was. The demolition of the Big 11s in the 11th state blamed on holographic planes or computer images or whatever they were because they flew all the way through buildings in the initial footage.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, the 56th pick is dead on the first of the last 56 days of the year. As we've talked about a gazillion times, Black Lives Matter 56. That's why they gave you "Oh Bummer" in the 56th election. You know what I'm talking about? Barack Obama. He was a "Oh Bummer" for almost everybody, wasn't he? He had all these great hopes that Obama was going to come in there and save the day, not seeing the joke of Barack Hussein Obama after nearly a decade of fear-mongering of Osama and Saddam Hussein. This country is a complete joke. And only the lemmings and the stupid in the program don't see through it. And
Y'all hear that?
Obama won the election on November 4th, just like Mom Donnie, another installed puppet, on November 4th, like the 114 surahs in the Quran. Anyway, Black Lives Matter 56, like Society of Jesus, that's who runs the show, the Jesuits. That's why everybody plays for the Jesuit Lombardi Trophy at the end of the season. For the record, 70s, the 56th composite number, like Vince Lombardi died unexpectedly in 1970 at Jesuit Georgetown the day before the NFL season began. In reverse, Freemasons is also 56. All the American sports are credited to Freemasons. Freemasons etch on the temple all his number. DC is the Jesuit Masonic city. Washington, D.C. has that 56 encoding.
Y'all hear that?
But yeah, the 56th pick just dead on the first of the last 56 days of the year. And by the way, today's his 560th day since he was drafted for another 5-6-0.
I mean, most people my age don't realize it.
I know what I'm speaking the truth. I'm going to keep speaking on that. I don't care who leaves. I'm going to keep speaking what I know.
And again, here was our write-up for the Monday Night Football game.
Y'all see how he had Thursday. See, I don't care about when they say the calendar doing such and such. I'm deeper than that. It ain't about that. That's the whole throw off. They want us to be like, man, they took away some of the
preseason on August 7th. Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts' birthday. Of course, they both play for bird teams, the Cardinals and the Eagles. And this was a huge payout because all three of these teams were major underdogs in the regular season. In the preseason. The Ravens were major underdogs. The Eagles were major underdogs. The Seahawks were a big underdog. They were big underdogs this night. And they all won the bet because the Seahawks covered the spread. If you took the Seahawks money line, it would have been a push. But the other two were payouts. They all won the betting line. And what do you know? In this NFL week that ends with the Cardinals game where Kyler Murray sits out for the first time at the Cowboys Stadium where he was 9-0 for his career. This was NFL Week 9. Kyler Murray's 5-0 in the Cowboys Stadium in high school, 2-0 in college, and 2-0 in the NFL. But very similar thing. All the bird teams win on the road in prime time. And hold on, the write-up went on. It said, if the Cardinals upset, Dak can stay on 81 wins. Cardinals equals 81. 81 is the square root of 9. And 45 home wins. 45 is the ninth triangular number. The Cardinals coach can also get his 15th win, MNF 15, and the Cardinals can end their 5-game losing streak on 5-date numerology, while both teams become 3-5. It would be a tribute to number 35, JFK, assassinated in Dallas on I-35 in November. So both teams did get the 3 wins, 5 losses. And now here we are on 35 Thursday. And what do you know? You got a dead player in Dallas. Thursday equals 35 and 46, like Catholic equals 35 and 46. JFK was the first Catholic president, number 35, dead at age 46.
Y'all hear that?
And today's date can be written 6/11. Assassination equals 6/11. Again, the way they paid tribute to history. Another dead young person. Marshawn Nealand also equals 163, the 38th prime. Remember, death, murder.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
JFK was announced dead. Walter Cronkite is who broke the news. And he said some 30 minutes ago the nation's president passed away. Go watch the Walter Cronkite announcement of JFK's death. That's how it was broken back then, just one news source. You had to start off with some 38 minutes ago. And remember, the Murder by Numbers movie poster. The E is a 3 and the B is an 8. 3883. 3883. Murder equals 38 and 83, like the song came out in 83.
Y'all hear that?
And like Jerry Jones is 83. Do you think there's going to be any arrests for the murder of Marshawn Nealand? You think it's going to go down as a murder? We'll see what bullshit excuse they come up with this time. But no, none of these people are going to be held accountable, prosecuted. And if that were the case, all the NFL executives would be in prison because this stuff goes on week after week with every team. Literally, that's not an exaggeration. This stuff goes on week after week. They'd be shutting down the colleges, these pro sports leagues, if they had to be held accountable for all the ritualistic murders.
Yeah.
And all the slaves want to sit here and think what you're supposed to do is obey authority. No, you're not. You're supposed to rebel and overthrow this evil tyranny, not sit on your ass and watch another rigged sports game. By the way, he was drafted on the
I really want to send this
16th day of the year.
Show this to the Reaper.
Speak with every team, literally. That's not an exaggeration.
Listen.
This goes on week after week. They'd be shutting down the colleges, these pro sports
When you say the
leagues,
football
they
team
held
about
accountable for all the ritualistic murders.
Yeah.
And all the slaves want to sit here and think what you're supposed to do is obey authority. No, you're not. You're supposed to rebel and overthrow this evil tyranny, not sit on your ass and watch another rigged sports game.
You see that? Don't sit on your ass and watch another sports rigged game.
16th day of the year. Today could be also written 116, right? Execution 116. This would be
Okay, I don't mean to party. I told them that's why the Mega Millions 843. Because that guy from the Raiders, Reaper sent me a video last week with number 43. An old player died from the Raiders. And that's why a lot of states was getting that 4-3 pair. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, everything. That's why I say I love all y'all. All y'all who been following me and still be rocking with me. No, y'all might not agree with everything I'm saying. But eventually, my friends, y'all will be like, damn, Deon was. Look, I'm going to guarantee y'all this. I guarantee y'all in life, y'all going to be saying, Deon said this. I guarantee y'all. All y'all follow me, y'all go tell me it's something I said that y'all going to see. That y'all, as a matter of fact, y'all might not come back and tell me. First thing y'all gonna say is, damn, Deon said that. Mark my word. It may take next summer. Mark my word. I guarantee y'all that. I super guarantee y'all that. You think I'm gonna be on YouTube trying to expose myself, talking some fake shit to y'all? No, I'm bringing the truth to y'all, my friend. I go all ways. I can talk about church, cartoons, movies. Because I'm letting you know, numbers don't lie. If it add up, it makes sense. That's all I'm letting y'all know. Numbers is everything. You need to learn gematria, my friend, to know what's going on in the news. No newspaper, no TVs, no books, none of that. You have to learn numbers. Numbers. You have to learn numbers if you want to survive and live, my friend. Forever, like a mother's crunch.
A fitting cause of death, executed. That's what it should say.
You don't have no
also,
death date.
execution has the 46 connection.
Same thing, like I'm like a driver's license. I'm like y'all tag. When y'all tag expire, matter of fact, we're not going to even say when they expire. Before y'all tag expire, what the hell y'all do? Y'all go to renew that mother's country, don't y'all? See, I'm not going to talk no big ass words to y'all. And I apologize for cussing. I'm just being D-Wiz now. I'm not going to use no big words. I'm not going to go on Google and show y'all none of this, my friends. I'm giving y'all a straight source, my friend. Before y'all tag expires, y'all go renew those mother scrunches, my friends. So that's how you do your body. You get where I'm coming. That's why I say I'm happy I started working out May the 27th, 2024. Y'all know why? Because I'm renewing my body. That's why it's called exercise. Because I'm not gonna be my regular size. I'm about to X out. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I'm about to exercise. I'm about to X out my skinny ass body and renew my body. I know, y'all. I know. I talk that real shit. And I get excited, my friend. I get excited, my friend. I get excited. I'm not going for none of that bull crap. The best thing I did was start working out.
JFK was number 35, but the 44th term president, as we know, execution also equals 44, like kill also equals 17. Keep in mind, we're just days away from November 8th, which will be the kill date for this month. The date that has the
I be wanting to tell y'all that.
Kill. Again, from his draft date to today.
I be wanting to tell y'all that. I be holding a lot from y'all.
Nealon was the Cowboys' second-round pick out of Western Michigan in 2024, number 56 overall. In Monday's loss to the Arizona Cardinals, he scored the Cowboys' first touchdown, recovering a block punt in the end zone. They throw out a bunch of his stats here, which they are all symbolic, but I'm not even going to get into it.
Right.
I had to mention his 38 collegiate games, his 57 tackles in college, 2 13s there in his stats. Dallas equals 13. It's just business as usual.
My birthday, 12/13. Yup. That's why when they let her mama died on her birthday, she died by the numbers.
All the trolls and misinformation agents at YouTube will put out trash videos that lead nobody anywhere today and probably get millions of views and a lot of money for it.
Yup.
Watch the views this video racks up. We'll be lucky if it gets to 5,000 at this day and age. Again, granted, there was a period of time where these videos did get big views, but it isn't anymore. The suppression is super real. And I know the stats aren't real either.
Nope.
It's just like the video I put out yesterday morning. It said it had like 100 views and 100 likes. So apparently it had a 100% like to view ratio. And if that were true, that should make it boost way up in the algorithm. But checked on it about 8 hours later, it finally crept up to 1,000 views.
I got you, Miss Ellie.
1,000 views. When I put out a video 10 years ago, it had 10,000 views in minutes.
You could spend the next few minutes scrolling through your phone, or you could spend the next few minutes finding out if you're eligible for help from...
No, Miss Ellie, I would, but y'all remember I told y'all I just know certain dates to go outside or do certain things. Y'all remember I was telling y'all that?
You have a text message.
Y'all looking at us. Y'all remember I told y'all that? Y'all remember I told y'all that? How certain days you got to know, it's like being at the wrong place at the... I'm glad my teacher's saying everything I was saying.
Thank you to everyone who does help get out this information.
Being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
The ritual murder of NFL players is horrible and evil, then it's your obligation to help get out this information, because that is what's going on. And it's going on day after day, week after week by the same old code, the same old repetitive code. And if you have people that, the reason you don't share is because like, will ridicule you or say you're mentally ill, just realize these are stupid people. Why do you care what stupid people think? That's an important confidence to gain in this world. It's what gives me the power to speak out and not care what other people think and go out on the street and speak. I don't care if 1,000 lemmings walk by and all call me schizophrenic. I know they're all dumb people. That's why
I ain't gonna say they dumb.
Saying these are incompetent, nearly worthless people. Their opinion should not, they should just bounce off you like nothing.
I got you, Miss S.
Is that what you think, retard? Well, guess what? You're a retard. I don't give a shit what you think.
I ain't gonna call them a retard, Teach. I ain't gonna call them dumb.
The people who denounce this work are literally retarded. Look at what that word means and tell me they're not retards. You have to be a total retard to wake up to this news story and then just wait for the next news story to come out so you can understand the bullshit reason they're gonna say this 24-year-old is dead. Are they gonna tell you had a heart attack? Because when did that ever happen before? That never happened before the old 56 thing, right? That never happened before the old 56 thing happened, right? You know what I'm talking about with the 56 thing, right? Well, what's the 56 thing? Remember, it took over the world in 2020? Gavin Newsom, Jesuit governor, he said, I'm locking down my state because 56% of you are going to get this thing in 8 weeks. 8 weeks is 56 days. The thing that happened 56 years after Trump's Jesuit education at Fordham came to a conclusion. All the 56 rituals, they had people fighting over toilet paper. Apparently it was going to make the toilet paper disappear. People were like boxing each other out at the store for the toilet paper. So many rituals with the 56 stuff over the years, but the thing they did in 2020 was the
56, I told you rituals. I don't like that shit,
They
y'all.
did the George Floyd psyop. And, yeah. Anyway. If you don't get it, it's because you're stupid and you're programmed. Hopefully you can work on it. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. If you want to join us tonight, we'll be covering 35 Thursday in the NFL. Get ready for Week 10. I think it's going to be a big week. Shout out to Rablanto. Will do. Appreciate that again, friend. Appreciate all your generosity. And until next time, Truth Seeker, don't you worry about the lemmings. They're worthless.
Gorilla glue?
That's yours? Kidding.
And you sold that? Why do you need a shark?
Zachary Herbert. He changed my life, Miss Helen. Miss Helen, he woke me up, Miss Helen. Man, he woke me up, y'all. And if y'all be calling me flawless with the lottery, it's because I learned gematria, y'all. You get where I'm coming from? That's why I say when people come on my platform, even some of my people the fitness people, they really think when I go on their channel, they be like, man, he know the lottery. I'm not the lottery guy. See, if everybody really understands gematria, y'all would be like, man, that's why I had a couple of people come on my live video and they was like, man, you know gematria. And then they was saying they was amazed at some of my work is flawed. Anybody who knows gematria and see my work, they gonna be like, what the hell? He doing it with numbers and math. They look at because they know you put it up on the gematria bar. I'm different, y'all. Y'all don't even have no clue what type of guy I am, y'all. Y'all don't even have no type of clue, my friend. When I bring y'all this real truth, my friend, it may sound negative, my friends, because we was taught one way, my friends. Watch this. Watch this. Miss Helen, what if a child was raised to wash their ass, but just use a towel and wet it and wash their ass? Now imagine, and sorry for using this example, but y'all go get these examples. Imagine somebody in the household teaching their kids, when you wash your ass, you get your towel and you put that soap. You have an ass towel and you have a face towel. See, my mom taught her this a long time ago. You have an ass towel, you have a face towel. Are y'all with me, my friends? So you got some kids that have been taught how to wash their ass. The ones who haven't been taught how to wash their ass, when you walk around, you're going to smell it, right? You can tell the difference, y'all. It's the same thing, my friend. Y'all want to watch another video? Y'all want to watch a video? It's all about training, my friend. Y'all want to watch another video? We're going to talk about this. Some of y'all want it.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Some of us were counting our chips this morning off what we made from the NBA yesterday as we absolutely torched the league. And we wake up to this story about Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and supposedly a total of 31 people arrested by the feds who were working with the La Cosa Nostra to...
There go that number, Miss Helen, that 31. I told you stay in the house on the 29th?
Rip off the NBA and cheated the casinos out of millions. The casinos are run by the mob. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you listening to this crap this morning? How this diminishes the integrity of the NBA? The NBA doesn't have any integrity. They allow 7-footers to carry the ball all over the court. Did you see how many times Kevin Durant carried the other night before he had the needless foul on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander so they could win the game with 125 points for their 125th win all-time versus the Rockets 125 days from the coach's birthday? Because that's exactly what we had written down in the notes before the game was played about the 125 thing, only to laugh and watch them score 125 points. And what was the score? Was it 125, 124 for a total of 249 while the country's 249 years old? It was the same reason we had the 76ers to beat the Celtics last night as an underdog to get their 249th win all-time against the Celtics. And don't forget who told you, Benjamin Netanyahu. He went to high school in Philadelphia, and he graduated from that school, Cheltenham, in 67.
This is the last one, y'all.
That the 76ers beat the Warriors when the Warriors are originally from Philly. This year, the NBA season began on 76 date numerology on the 76th birthday of Netanyahu. And again, it's all rigged, you guys. The whole thing is rigged. I mean, the NBA is trying to tell you it has integrity. Is this the same league that had LeBron come back from down 3-1 and win the finals on the real King James's birthday, June 19th? Is this the same league last year that had the Sonics? Yeah, I know they're...
Hey, y'all, hold on. I apologize. Miss Helen, y'all remember this will change my life. I told you I lost a whole lot of money when I told you my people... I ain't even say my people because my auntie stay here. I lost a whole lot of money. That's why I be telling y'all, don't never, when y'all pay y'all rent, please pay y'all rent first before y'all do any type of gambling. Y'all remember I told y'all when Golden State played LeBron James, they was up 3-1. I still was making bets when they was up 2-1. When it was up 3-1, I still was making bets. Like, man, it's over with. Then when it was 3-2, I was making bets. Like, bro, I double they gonna lose. Then when it was 3-3, I'm like, man, I guarantee you Golden State ain't gonna lose at home. Oh, it's a wrap. If they go to game 7, Golden State gonna win at home. They not gonna lose. Man, I lost so much money. I had to come back to his video, y'all. And his video, he was like, hey, y'all, don't bet on that because by the numbers. I didn't know anything about the numbers. I'm like, man, what he talking about? He talking crazy. And when I lost that money, y'all, I went to go find his video. And I've been following him since, y'all.
Oklahoma City now, but the Sonics won their only championship in 79. Then they moved to Oklahoma City. Then they win the 79th NBA season. And the playoffs just happened to start on April 19th, the anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing when the bomber was executed in Indiana. I'm talking about Timothy McVeigh. And notice McVeigh from the NFL just died in 79, just as the NBA season's tipping off. Bryant Gumbel Hospital. I don't want anyway. They want to tell you this morning, Chauncey Billups, who they made a Hall of Famer almost a year ago. They did it last October. That's all the headlines this morning. Hall of Famer working with the mob to undermine the NBA. I mean, just total load of shit. And notice, every single person that they're putting in the media that's in on this, notice how they're all black, right? This is another racial shaming ritual.
Y'all hear this?
Black guys working with the mob. Now tell me something. Every mob movie you've seen, every mob TV show you've seen, whatever. Aren't they racist as hell against black people? What do they call them? They call them that word that starts with N and ends with ER, don't they? In almost every mob movie. They don't like black people, the mob. And what have I been showing you about who really runs this nation? The mob runs this nation. Again, the Jesuits. And that's part of the joke here, too, because who's the coach of the Miami Heat? Isn't it Eric Spoelstra, Slick Willie, who went to Jesuit in Beaverton, the suburb of Portland, Oregon, where Nike's headquartered? Isn't that the coach of the Heat, the Jesuit guy with the slick Willie hair, almost looks like a gangster, like a wannabe Pat Riley? And notice how many of these top-tier basketball programs over the years, college and NBA, have been run by Italian coaches who look literally like mobsters.
Yeah.
I've been pointing this out since forever. But you got Miami and the Blazers, and they both wear red, black, and white. Aren't those the colors of the Jesuit order, red, black, and white? Yeah, they are.
Y'all.
Yeah, those are the Jesuit colors. Again, the Jesuits, for people who don't know, that's the military of the Pope that's headquartered in Italy, like the mob. But yeah, again, you guys, let me show you why Billups is the fall guy for the 80th NBA season.
I got love for y'all.
Can you guess what his name equals in gematria? Can you guess what it equals for the 80th NBA season? You want to take one guess at what Chauncey Billups' full name equals? I'll give you one guess what his name equals in gematria. And that's what annoys me about all the dummies out there. Oh, that gematria thing's stupid. We'll see how stupid it is as we torch the NBA again yesterday. Absolutely took a flamethrower to the NBA again yesterday, something we've only been doing for over a decade. Dummy's still sitting on the sidelines. That number thing, yeah, the number thing, because it is all rigged by the numbers. Again, this number thing that comes from Kabbalah, which all these secret societies are based in. Pretty logical why they would use it if you have a brain. And again, here's the other point I want to make. You know, 35 Thursday, we've been in our pockets every single Thursday off the National Fix League. Last week, the Bengals stayed on 35 all-time home losses versus the Steelers. John Bolton got arrested 35 days from his birthday. We're going to get into where 35 fits in with the Cosa Nostra and Chauncey Billups as well. But yeah, this stuff, it really does make me sick. It just makes me sick watching this stuff go on every day. Black athletes murdered left and right. No real explanation for why any of them die. This morning, a bunch of black men being shamed for supposedly throwing NBA games, compromising the integrity. This league doesn't have any damn integrity, and you've got to be a moron to not know that. They don't even enforce the rules. These guys are taking 6 steps on the court, carrying the ball every time. Everyone's 7 feet tall. Who wants to watch 7-footers dribble down the ball with a carry each time and hoist up 3-pointers? This league is trash. But again, it's been rigged for all of our lifetimes. You guys, I grew up in Portland, Oregon. I was a little child when the Blazers lost to Jordan in the finals. I could see it as a kid. You couldn't breathe on Jordan. You couldn't breathe on him. If you breathed on him and he missed his shot, he was going to the foul line. Michael Jordan could poke the other guy in the eyes. Bam! Take the ball from him, no call.
You right.
Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, only in the Nothing But Actors League. Michael Jordan would play second fiddle to Scottie Pippen every day of the week if the league wasn't rigged. I know a bunch of you guys get, what, Scottie? And then you guys say something dumb. Scottie Pippen never won nothing without Jordan. Well, Jordan never won nothing without Pippen. And you know what? Pippen would have won the finals with the Blazers if it wasn't all rigged. Remember the Blazers were up about 20 points on the Lakers in the fourth quarter? It was game over. It was game over. But how did the Blazers come out and play in the fourth quarter? Just rushed down the court and fired up shots. Why would you do that when you got a 20-point lead? Why are you running down the court and firing up 3-pointers from 3 foot behind the line before Steph Curry's even in? It was like the prototype game for Steph Curry. Running down the court, not using up the shot clock, not rebounding, not playing defense, letting the Lakers fast break all quarter. People watch this shit and they think it's real. That's why people are brain dead.
Yep.
Brain dead. I remember my buddy who hadn't figured out yet. He broke a chair that day because, again, we're from Portland. He couldn't believe the way the Blazers lost that fourth quarter to the Lakers so the Lakers could sneak into the finals. Again, LA, if you're the Nothing But Actors League, I mean, LA is where Hollywood is. And by the way, did anyone watch this?
I want to show this to, I'm sending this to the Reapers.
They tell you, it was Fox News who was really bringing this to everybody's attention this morning. How many times did they reference Hollywood? They're like, this is like a Hollywood movie. This is really like Hollywood. So many people involved. This feels like a plot of a movie. It is a movie. It annoys me how dumb people are.
I don't call them dumb.
That the basketball college and pros run by the mob? Look at all these winningest coaches. They don't all look like gangsters. They're not almost all Italians. Here, let's break down the ritual today, why this is happening to start the 80th season, as they hospitalized Bryant Gumbel as well. Does it remind you of Kobe, who they took out by the numbers? Don't forget who wrote a book about how Kobe's whole career was defined by 41 3 years before he died at 41. That was yours truly. Anyway.
Y'all hear this?
Anyway, look at this crap, you guys.
Say that again, Teach.
Yeah. So
I never mentioned, I just mentioned my Ali, my apprentice.
I remember my buddy who hadn't figured out yet. He broke a chair that day.
Y'all hear what Coach said?
He couldn't believe the way the Blazers lost that fourth quarter to the Lakers so the Lakers could sneak into the finals. Again, LA, if you're the Nothing But Actors League, I mean, LA is where Hollywood is. And by the way, did anyone watch this news story this morning? Because how many times did they tell you? It was Fox News who was really bringing this to everybody's attention this morning. How many times did they reference Hollywood? They're like, this is like a Hollywood movie. This is really like Hollywood. So many people involved. This feels like a plot of a movie. It is a movie. It annoys me how dumb people are.
I ain't gonna call anybody dumb, Teacher.
The basketball college and pros run by the mob? Look at all these winningest coaches. They don't all look like gangsters. They're not almost all Italians. Here, Here, let's break down the ritual today, why this is happening to start the 80th season, is they hospitalized Bryant Gumbel as well. Does it remind you of Kobe, who they took out by the numbers? Don't forget who wrote a book about how Kobe's whole career was defined by 41 3 years before he died at 41. That was yours truly. Anyway, look at this crap, you guys.
Y'all hear that? He decoded his death. That's why I be telling y'all.
Now, keep in mind, Billups is the fall guy, and he's up in Oregon, the 33rd state. Again, you got to learn gematria, guys. It's very simple. It's based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. It's elementary. I could literally teach this to 7-year-olds. If you can read, write, and do basic math, you can understand gematria. Oregon is the 33rd state. And just for the record, the only month out of the 12-month year that equals 33 in gematria is October. So here we are in October. The NBA's tipping off. Mafia 33, we're taking it to the 33rd state, Oregon, for the top fall guy, Chauncey Billups. So, and again, the top two names they want to connect are a Blazers coach, former player Billups, and Rozier for the Heat. And as soon as I see this, I just got it. I say, okay, here's the joke. It's Eric Spoelstra sitting in the middle, who went to Jesuit in Beaverton. If you don't know, Beaverton's the suburb of Portland where Nike's headquartered. Go look at all the rituals they did with MJ's finals, and man, look into when MJ beat the Blazers in the finals, and what a salute to Nike it was. But if you saw the Fox News coverage this morning while they're doing their press conference and talking about how this damages the integrity.
Thank you, Miss S.
Saying Hollywood this and movie script this. In big fat words, they had.
Thank you, Miss S.
Gambling bust.
You can tell I went to class and paid attention. Can't you tell?
Bust. Well, look at the phrasing. 144, 54. If you're new here,
look at
how do you get those two numbers? NBA gambling bust when you just take the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. So, for example, N is the 14th letter, B is the second, A is the first. So NBA alone 17, like we call it the 17 league. Like I told you the day that LeBron went from the 17th states, Ohio, to the Lakers on the first day of the 7th month, that he'd win the Lakers their 17th championship.
Wow.
His 17th season, exactly what he did. But anyway, you just add up all the words, so NBA gambling bust equates to 144. If you apply numerology to each letter before you add, so for example, N, the 14th letter, would become 1 plus 4 is 5. B would still be 2 because it's already a single-digit number. A would be 1. G would be 7. A would be 1. When you get to M in gambling, M's the 13th letter. 1 plus 3 is 4. NBA gambling bust is 54. Jesuit order, 144 and 54. And the word scandal is 54, and that was the other word up on the screen. Guess how many weeks it is since Billups became a Hall of Famer? It was last October, so hopefully we're not guessing 144, because there's not anywhere near 144 weeks in a year. We are in the 54th week since they made Chauncey Billups a Hall of Famer. See, that just adds to the theatrics today. The fact that they put Hall of Famer in the headline. Hall of Famer working with the mob to undermine the NBA. Please. Got to be a moron to fall for this shit. It's 53 weeks and 4 days to be exact. Trailblazers equals 53, but again, we're in the 54th week.
If you're past 50 and haven't grabbed your $25,000 burial benefit yet, either you've got everything handled or you're rolling.
And I don't even really look at teacher, y'all. I promise y'all.
Now, with regards to a
because I learned
season, notice how the name Chauncey alone is 80, and his full name Chauncey Ray Billups is 80. And you know what else equals 80 is Bryant, and Bryant Gumbel, to give us the subliminal of Kobe. Again, he's getting hospitalized. He's covered the world of sports. And if you're new here, just remember Bryant also equals 26 and 37, and Kobe died on the 26th day of the year,
jersey
the
number
37th
8.
Anniversary of Bear Bryant. Again, these are the 4 base ciphers of the English language. Alphabetic order with numerology. Or maybe it'll help if I got the cipher down below. Alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. Alphabetic order with numerology. Same thing, but with numerology applied to each letter. Reverse alphabetic order with numerology. And again, just like with regards to Kobe, he died at 41 on the 157th day of his age, and 157 is the 37th prime. And again, he died on the anniversary of Bear Bryant. Bear Bryant died in 83.
Wow.
Kobe died in a helicopter crash.
Yep, I did this.
83.
Yep.
Just like murder. The Pope was 83 at the time. He was traveling from Catholic Mass. He died on the Pope's 41st day of his age, again at 41. Kobe's whole career was defined by this number 41. Again,
y'all hear this?
My book from 2017, 800-page book, big chapter on rig sports, big section on Kobe and 41. well before he died. So do it the small way. Chauncey's 35, right? Don't I tell you this every week? I mean, how many years? I mean, like how much? Like it feels like it's been 35 years that I've been here telling you. Just watch when Thursday comes around. It's always.
Hey, y'all, I'm about to say this. Miss Helen, y'all remember I was on Abundance video and Abundance said he turned 36? And I said, man, you made it past. Come on, y'all. Miss Helen, y'all, can I get some love, y'all? Y'all remember on Abundance birthday? And I said, bro, you had a keeper of time number. When he said he turned 36, I'm like, bro, whoa, you made it, bro. That's the exact words I told him, y'all. Because I know numbers and I know when you get a certain age, your ass supposed to be careful of what you do. I ain't saying you supposed to walk around and be normal. Be yourself. You just gotta know what to. That's why I beat him myself, y'all. I don't go around too much. Like for me going to the gas station, that can be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
35, sports and news. Last week, again, Bengals stay on 35 losses at home versus the Steelers all time. John Bolton gets arrested 35 days from his birthday, etc., etc. This week on Thursday, it's Chauncey, connected to the Cosa Nostra. Again, law just means duh, and you can call him the Cosa Nostra too. Cosa Nostra 35, Thursday 35, right? Oh, how perfect. How perfect. How about Teddy Rozier being the other name thrown in here? Notice he's got the 35 in his name too. Again, they say there's 31 people, not to mention Teddy Rozier's 31. Then they also said 31 people were arrested in 11 states. 31's the 11th prime number. All the names they're putting out there are black people. It's like a gangster film. They don't like those N's with the ER ending, right? That's what they refer to them as in the gangster
34.
movies. So shame all the black people. You heard it today. They're compromising the integrity of the league that's run by gangsters. So anyway, you see how Rozier fits in here with Thursday? Again, just forwards and backwards, numerology. Today's 28 days after Billup's birthday. There might be something more to the 28 thing, but just so you know, Billups has the 28 in his name. And Rozier, again, he's 31 to go with the 31 people arrested. It's the 220th day of his age. You know, basketball's 22. His name equals the Jesuit order. And where did he go to school anyway? To Louisville. He used to play under Rick Pitino, another gangster.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't look more gangster than Rick Pitino. Hold up, you guys. I'm getting a phone call real quick. Hello?
Are he waiting? Here go the name, Zachary Herbert. Look, I still don't get the alert. I have personal though. That's probably why. He's still on pause.
All right, sorry about that.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me see here. Damon Jones was the other name they threw in here. It's 59 days after his birthday. You know, another black guy. Slave code, right? 59. We've talked about this a million times. Motown came out in 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Slave, Negro, Rasta, Blues. They're all 59, right?
59.
Obama, the first black president. Renegade, his Secret Service name. Again, slave 76, if you run it in reverse, just like Negro, like Rasta, like Blues, like the Feds
1976.
recognized Black History Month in 76, like Barack Obama.
I be telling y'all I'm a slave, don't I?
His film he produced, Leave the World Behind.
Don't I be telling y'all I'm a slave?
For Philadelphia 76.
Well, we all slaves.
So think about that. But yeah, all right, let's now talk about the NBA in numbers. So let's just evaluate how we did yesterday in the NBA. So again, I always look at both sides of the coin. Sometimes it's a one-way street, but I always put what I think is the top scenario on the top part. So you can see this or that. Or is the bottom scenario. Knicks yesterday going for the 77th all-time win on 77-date numerology in the series. Did they get it? Did the Knicks get the 77th all-time win on 77-date numerology yesterday? They sure did. The Knicks were a slight underdog at home. Knicks take care of business. 77th win on 77 date numerology. How do you get the 77? Easy. 10 plus 22 plus 20 plus 25 for October 22nd, 2025.
Hey, who that sound like, y'all?
32 plus 20 more is 52 plus 25.
Hey, yeah.
Numerology yesterday.
Hey, y'all gotta love this video. I know I keep pausing, y'all, but I ain't listen to Teeth. I don't listen to Teeth like that.
Like Rasta, like blues, like the Feds recognize Black History Month in 76. Like
that's me when I do the lottery.
76. His film he produced, Leave the World Behind, starts with a shot of a mug for Philadelphia 76ers. So think about that. But yeah, all right, let's now talk about the NBA in numbers. So let's just evaluate how we did yesterday in the NBA. So again, I always look at both sides of the coin. Sometimes it's a one-way street, but I always put what I think is the top scenario on the top part. So you can see this or that. Or is the bottom scenario. Knicks yesterday going for the 77th all-time win on 77 date numerology in the series.
I appreciate everybody.
Did they get it? Did the Knicks get the 77th all-time win on 77 date numerology yesterday? They sure did.
They probably lost the next day.
The Knicks were a slight underdog at home.
77 restart too.
Take care of business. 77th win on 77 date
Restart.
numerology.
Oh, they
How do you get
could've
the
won.
77? Easy. 10 plus 22 plus 20 plus 25 for October 22nd, 2025. 10 plus 22 is 32, plus 20 more is 52, plus 25 is 77. And oftentimes it's as simple as that, you guys, just recognizing that the games are rigged and it is all numerology and number based. All right, here's the game we got wrong. I thought the Nets might cover yesterday. They got their asses kicked. So, okay, we start off 1-1 with the first two, but let's keep it moving. Heat and Magic. Oh, by the way, just yesterday's date numerology, guys. So yesterday's date numerology breaks down to 5. There's 3 paths, 14, 41, 77. They all break down to 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. 77, 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So it's a 5 date in a game of 5 on 5.
I love y'all.
Play strong. Didn't work out in the Nets Hornets game, but let's keep it moving.
I love y'all.
Now, the Heat are an 8.5 point underdog. Did they cover yesterday? They lost by 4. They covered. The date numerology suggested that they would cover. The Raptors and the Hawks game. Let's look at that one. Raptors were a 5.5 point underdog. We saw that the narrative looked like the Raptors would upset, and to play it extra safe, you could take them with the 5 points. Raptors beat down the Hawks at home, and they had the stronger numbers to win. Cash. 76ers Celtics. This was the biggest game we circled yesterday. This is the game we were the most confident about. Again, and I put this out for free the other day to watch for Philadelphia in light of the season beginning on 76 date numerology on Netanyahu's 76th birthday, when the league's very pro-Zionist. And let's not forget who stole whose identity. Again, you have all these people from Khazaria claiming to be Jews but are not, when, you know, if you actually study the Bible, the people that are Jews look a lot like Chauncey Billups. So think about that in this element too. Philadelphia is where the letter is written to, and the Church of Philadelphia in the Bible gets the letter about the synagogue of Satan, those who claim to be Jews but are not. And Netanyahu just happened to go to high school in Philadelphia. Just think about these jokes. Don't forget who told you the day Netanyahu came back at the very end of 2022, before 2023 began, that there would be a major war starting in Israel around the time Yale turned 322 years old. War started 2 days before that, October 7th. That was 2023, a lot like 223. Philadelphia equals 223, as does the synagogue of Satan. But the best number in Philadelphia for sports is 65. In the city, equals 55, and was established on the day leaving 65 days left in the year. We're coming up on that birthday, October 27th. Yesterday, Boston coach can get 65th loss. Boom. But the Boston coach also stayed on 215 total wins yesterday. That's the Philly area code, the 215.
See, I'm not good like that.
Celtics can get 249th win versus the 76ers. You see all this narrative up here for 76ers to upset? And again, you want to play it extra safe? Tease them up to plus 5.5 on the 5 date numerology. Again, the games are rigged by the numbers. Pistons and Bulls. So in this game, the Pistons, we saw the coach could stay on 44 regular season wins. Wednesday equals 44. But better than that, he could stay on 46 all-time wins. Remember Chicago? They won their only Super Bowl with the revolutionary 4-6 defense, and they won 46-10 because it's this stupid. Did the Bulls win yesterday? They sure did. The Bulls sure did win. They were a dog, too. Nice value. Pelicans and Grizzlies, 5-date numerology. What stood out the most here? That the Grizzlies coach, who doesn't have that much experience, could improve to 5-5 for his career. Did he get it done? Yep, he improved to 5-5 for his career yesterday. He sure did. The Bucks and the Wizards. The Bucks were a big ass favorite here.
So he talking about the ground. He won.
Again, Wednesday, Mercury wins versus Spurs under Jason Kidd on the 14-date numerology. 37 home losses versus the Kings on a Wednesday, which equals 37. Did they do it? Date numerology, so it was leaning more towards the idea they'd cover. They love to sit around and
Fast forward, we don't want to hit a game.
It might help them peel the wool off the eyes and see what's actually going on. Why it's Chauncey Billups as the fall guy for the 80th season. What he's lucky is we're not reading this morning that he's dead. He was found in the shower. You know, the police got a call to go check.
So the same I'm about to say to you, Miss Helen, when I told you to stay in the house that day and steady, but you got sick, not to say that was good, you got sick. We talked about that. You heard what he said. Chauncey Billups lucky he got this and he didn't get caught dead. Y'all get what I'm telling y'all? It's lottery picks. They just don't know nothing about it. All they thinking about is, I'm a billionaire, I'm getting money. They not thinking about learning gematria, y'all. That's why I say all them stars are, that's what the Clarissa Sheard. She going through something, y'all. She in the media right now, y'all. That's why I would never want to be on the top. When I see my YouTube video floating up, I'm going to shut that shit down and do what I'm supposed to do, my friend. I don't want my stuff to float around. Y'all get where I'm coming from?
Found him dead in the shower.
Exactly.
He died naturally in his sleep. Or they come back in a week and say he took some fentanyl to put himself to bed. Because we know how many times that's been the story with the black man from the world of sports. And again, like I said, this stuff is just way too disproportionate. The total load of shit this morning to tell you that this kind of stuff protects the integrity of the league. There is none in the nothing but actors NBA. There is zero integrity in this league. They don't even enforce the rules, you guys. Don't you get sick of watching these guys carry the ball all over the court?
Yeah,
Maybe younger guys don't even know because they've been doing this for 20 years now. Maybe
LeBron James weak as hell. Talking LeBron James was dope. Some of y'all thought LeBron James was better than Jordan. LeBron James, they made him that player. He's garbage.
They've been doing this for 20 years now.
He's boo-boo.
That's how you dribble. You don't put your hand all the way under the ball and do this. Kevin Durant on the back down. Carry. It's like, how many carries are there here? Blow the fucking whistle. What integrity? God, this league sucks. Just total trash. And again, Durant, like what, with his wingspan, is like 2 feet bigger than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Did you see the way the game ended the other night? He fouled out just with a stupid foul with no time left to give him the win. I mean, dumb. Just dumb stuff. I mean, and who's paying Kevin Durant $90 million at this day and his age? You know what I mean? Guy can't even stay healthy. $90 million. I don't think these guys. That's the other thing. I don't think any of these guys make any of the money you think they do. I think that's all bullshit too. And here's why I think they do it. Because it's got all of us as youngsters thinking we're going to grow up and be the next sports star. Why hit the books and study hard so I can get a college job and make $50,000 a year? When, man, if I get good with this basketball, I can make tens of millions. No, you can't. You can't make it in the league because you're not born into it. The only people that are in this league are the people born and chosen and selected. Look, they got guys wearing Luka Doncic. Do you think Luka Doncic would be in the NBA if it was real? He is slow as molasses. He'd be getting his pocket picked. He wouldn't be able to get a shot off. You remember the other year when they let Naz Reid play defense on Jokic? Do you remember how bad Denver got stomped by Minnesota in that series? You saw, yeah, Jokic is a big guy with a nice touch, but he's also slow as molasses, and he's not very athletic. What happened in that series where they let Naz Reid play defense all over him?
He told the truth.
Naz Reid's sister got sacrificed earlier this year by the numbers.
Yeah.
But, again, Jokic looked like a nobody. Naz Reid had him locked down. Again, you don't know who's good in pro sports because it's all rigged, it's all fixed. And when you watch the NFL, I guarantee you every last one of those guys has an earpiece in their helmet. You're watching these guys paid $10, $20, $30 million a year to play cornerback and safety, and none of them know how to catch the ball. Do you guys really believe that year after year? They have like the interception right in their hands, and they just drop it almost every time. Can't you guys catch balls? You're not in the NFL. My little daughter, who's not even a year, she's already learned to catch the ball. I played toss with her. She can catch balls. She doesn't catch it every time, but she catches it probably at the same ratio as NFL players. You guys, these leagues are so dumb. I guarantee you. How many times you see? What was it? Prime time? Was it Thursday night? Wasn't it the Rams-Niners game? What was it? You guys, if you watch football, you saw it the other week. It bounced off the receiver's hands and a nice volley right into the secondary guy's hands. I mean, like the easiest catch ever because it just took a nice little bounce off his hands right into his, and it looked like he had the catch, and all of a sudden he just drops the ball. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Your average Pee-wee football player who just started at age 5, 6 would have had that pick. I mean, it's just the integrity of these leagues. There is none. There is none. What do you mean? Some moron out there. What do you mean? They say only the quarterback can have an earpiece in his helmet. Yeah, moron. That's what they tell you. Meanwhile, you probably go on the field and they probably all got radios buzzing in, telling them exactly what to do. Just like that corner who dropped the ball. I'm sure somebody screaming, "Drop that fucking ball!" I guarantee it was just like that. So anyway, I do get tired of this shit, and I get tired of how dumb people are. And I'm also sick. This isn't the most.
I'm not gonna call them dumb, Teach. I'm always say that.
Cover this today and go along with the story and act like it's all real and watch how many views they get. And remember how many views yours truly used to get before they super shadow banned and censored this channel. Again, if you think these leagues are
they
real,
do me, I'm telling y'all.
If you think Chauncey Billups
but
is
I'm
in
cool
on something
with
that everybody else that's coaching and in the league and officiating isn't, you're a moron. Again, he's the fall guy because he's got the right name gematria for the 80th season. Just like why Bryant Gumbel's in the hospital because Bryant equals 80, and it reminds you of Kobe. So, yeah. Anyway, congrats to the winners, 10-2. So that's what we do over here. So, and we'll have better days this year as well. All right, shout out to Chris. Chris, who's been pounding the bookies this week. He said Sacramento Kings 236, Kings 116, Suns 120. Yeah, exactly. You pay attention to what's actually in the numbers and these scores night after night. You'll see how rigged the games are.
I gotta pay my cell phone bill.
Chris added another 51 last night on the live bet comeback. Well done, Chris. Well done, man. Open up. Ant-Man, number 5.
Oh,
exactly. And we had...
Virginia for the last out.
Oh, so that might be it, y'all.
Who cares? What a loser he is. What a loser. Hey, did you go 10-2 yesterday? Did you call the Thunder to win their 125th win 125 days before the coach's birthday? And then they went with 125 points? Do you have a history of calling future after future? Did you have the Blue Jays in the World Series before a game was played this year? Shut up. Anyway, go ahead, Rich.
I mean, that's all I really had, Zach. People like that get on my nerves and it makes me miss my Rich because I just remove them.
There y'all go.
I mean, there could be new people.
Much love to y'all.
And I'm sure
Zachary Herbert.
distributing. So, and mocking me and mocking everybody else. So,
DJ Ed, what
I
up?
don't care, but.
Why do you care about this loser? Yeah, look at him in the chat. Oh, apparently they don't. I see his comments. Oh, apparently they don't make what they make.
Y'all about to go live in an hour, right?
Sentence with LOL. It shows that you're a loser.
See, I'm about to send this to.
LOL stands for.
I'm gonna send this to the Reapers and a bunch. Damn, DJ L said he about to go live. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Damn, I wish I could say I'd go with you, but damn. My phone messed up, bro. Yeah. All right, y'all. Damn. So, DJ, you said what time? Miss S. Miss S. I'm going to call you Miss S. I got to send this to them, y'all. Damn, that's crazy. So I want to know what's because I said everything. My teacher said it, but it's like he kind of broke it down way better than how I be breaking it down. Because I know that some of y'all got a better understanding, probably 10 something now. So I'm going to go to your channel then. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep I'm just going to go to your channel on my computer. And I'm going to stay on your page on my computer, bro. So whenever you come on, just go click on. Some of y'all got a better understanding from watching this video. But once y'all listen to his video, y'all can hear. Matter of fact, listen to his video, y'all know I learned a whole lot, y'all. Y'all know I paid attention in class, y'all. Real talk. And then I'm on my own doing this, my friends. Y'all get where I'm coming from? We was doing exactly the same thing, but he a little deeper when he go to the birthday, or he could tell you you can die 121 days before, 30 days before your birthday. This person died 60 days after their birthday. He deep like that. Like he had the book with Kobe Bryant. He real deep, y'all. All right, y'all. Much love to y'all. Yeah, go watch his videos, y'all. I promise y'all. It may sound messed up. You may be like, what the hell? It may spook y'all a little bit. Because I had got spooked just a little bit when I first started looking at it. When I started looking at it, I was like, hold on, man. This white man, he the one killing our people. Then when you start listening to him, he'll tell them, look, they all targeting black folks. They all targeting females. He'll tell you that. You get where I'm coming from? And I don't know why. I don't know why, but they targeting everybody. I'm gonna let y'all talk, y'all. I'm gonna send this to a Reaper's Land Abundance. Wait. All right, y'all. Much love. Which one did we listen to? Yeah, I'm gonna send them this one. Fine. I know y'all make a whole lot of sense, y'all. I know it adds up. I'm glad Lamont was like, hey, yeah, go look at it, Lamont. Let's go change your whole life. What's up, Miss Joyce? Congratulations. Let's go change your whole life. I know a lot of y'all be thinking I be talking crazy and be talking about the church. I told you I had to learn about heaven and hell, y'all, and God and the devil. I had to learn, y'all, and I'm like, wow. And y'all don't know when y'all be like, y'all, such as, I'm not gonna go there, y'all. Like when y'all be like praying, it's to the mob people, y'all. They the one making all this happen, y'all. It's not like when Trump them doing that. That's not Trump. Trump worked for the mob. If Trump don't do what they say, they go kill Trump. Trump just a puppet, because the mob, see, I'm supposed to be saying this, because they the one running it. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about the dope man? You're not going to never see the dope man in the spot unless something happen, and you don't never want to see the dope man come to the spot. Dope man have different spots. He have different people running that. When you got it's somebody under the dope man that y'all go through, and then he go through the dope man. Don't nobody get past this man. They got to get past these guys before they get to the big dog. You get where I'm coming from? That's what's going on in the world, y'all. Trump them just a puppet. What's going on in the world? Y'all thinking Trump calling this. Our enemies doing this. Trump them just getting paid like this. Right now, y'all like, look, if they be like, man, I give y'all $10,000 to wear this diaper. No, I don't really want to use that. What can I say? Y'all, certain people do crazy shit for money, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. So that's what these people doing, y'all. When I showed y'all that Carissa video, she a puppet. That's what's going on right now, y'all. That's what's going on right now. That money, y'all. That's why I say, do y'all know who God is? I be asking y'all, do y'all really know who God is? Y'all don't even have no clue, my friends. I'm glad I learned the language of gematria, my friends. Y'all really think I'm just a lottery guy. I decoded the universe, y'all. I know what's what, my friends. I know when to move out the way, my friends. I promise y'all this. This shit ain't never led me wrong. Yeah, I can do something and be wrong like I do the lottery. Yeah, my friend. Hell yeah. But predicting my life, no, my friend. I know what time it is, y'all. And then I took it to the next level. When I came to the lottery, now I learned how, damn, the lottery is patterns. The lottery is math. So I learned patterns with the lottery. So now I took the patterns with the gematria, my friend. First I bought the gematria to the lottery, but I learned some things in the lottery. Patterns, y'all. So now I know how to break inside numbers different. So when I do lives and break the death dates, I know how to break it down like I'm breaking down the lottery numbers. Hello. Hello, my friend. Y'all should learn this, my friends. I told y'all need this, my friends. This is a need, my friends. This is a need. This is a must. This is a must, my friends. You need this. It took me a minute. I'm not going to lie. I've been doing this for about 10 years, 10, 11 years. I've been doing this for a minute. It's been a minute. I'm not going to lie. Because you remember the shutdown, the next year's going to be 7 years. Y'all been doing this for a long time. I want to say 2013. I've been doing this for a long time. But I was just learning. I'm still learning. But I can see things now. That's why when I was learning, y'all, not being in church, I'm like, wow, y'all, it hurted me, y'all. But that's like I told y'all, that's like if I wear a red scarf, y'all know I'm a blood. If I wear a blue scarf, y'all know I'm a Crip, y'all. Y'all know the difference. You know, let me go in the Bloods hood with a blue scarf hanging out my back pocket. What's gonna happen to me, y'all? They didn't have to tell me anything. So I learned about signs. I always tell y'all about this, y'all. Like the house we in. The mob them own this. That's why we gotta. Damn, I get sad, y'all. That's why we gotta pay them, y'all. That's why I be hearing people talk about, man, buy this land. Y'all really don't know what's. People tell me, man, buy that land next door to you. Buy this. Everybody buying all this land. That's what the mob them want us to do. Right now, if you don't buy that land, they not getting no money. When you buy that land, you got to get no money every year, my friend. I'ma still use they shit. Talk about buy the other land. No, I'ma still use it. If I want to use that, I'ma still use it. It's all a game, y'all. It's all a game for them to get money, y'all. For these last 3-4 years, you should have see all these people in the neighborhood buying all these lots up and putting fence around. I'm not knocking that game. But they got caught up in the trap, not knowing what's really going on, y'all. See, if I had a business, yeah, I'm going to buy that land to expand my business. Someone bought the land, now they got to cut the grass. Now it's a lot going on. I'm not saying that's bad, but why, though? If you had a business, I'm going to do something. I'm going to put something on that. Like if I want to expand my house and I need that other land, yeah, I'm going to buy it to expand it. I'm not going to just buy, just to buy for the, I'm going to get it because the white folks. I'm gonna buy this land because I don't want the Mexican them to get it. That's stupid, y'all. That's stupid. Man, I'm gonna get this land because I don't want these white folks getting it. I don't want these Mexicans getting it. That's stupid, y'all. But once you learn gematria, my friends, you go move and you go live different, y'all. Because money is there. Teacher, he gamble. I don't gamble. See, I know, like me in church, teacher don't go to church and he talk about Christianity. I'm glad, because think about this. I'm inside the church. So if I know gematria and I can peep things out, I'm glad. You got to think about this. I'm like an undercover cop. I'm in church hearing what's going on, but I already know what to do and what not to do, y'all. You get one. So when he reading the Bible, y'all, all he doing is helping me out because he reading for me, and I'm breaking that joker down in my own way. Y'all get where I'm coming from. But now I know, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Oh, he said Psalm such and such. Okay, I know well, I kind of know the Bible version. And some of them I don't even know, y'all. I threw my Bibles out, my friend, because I know who created that. I know who created that. Y'all be talking about the Pope and them Catholics. Who y'all think created all that, my friend? And talk about the missing Bible. That's a throw off, y'all. You hear a lot of people talk about, man, the books of Enoch. Man, they stole all this from us. You hear people talk about that. They can't steal these numbers, y'all. Let them have all them books. They can't steal these numbers, y'all. Are y'all following me? Everybody following me. Let them they can take them, they can steal all that. That's not important, y'all. The numbers is everything because numbers are hidden messages, y'all. Numbers are hidden messages, my friends. Much love to y'all. I'm going to send it to some folks. Yeah, much love, y'all. Hold on, is my internet off? Okay, bam. Y'all, much love, y'all. I was going to tell DJ L I'd go live with him, but my phone messed up. Is DJ L still on here? I want to know what he doing anyway. DJL, he be doing them thousands. I'm gonna see if he's still on here. I was just talking about that. He said he watching the stock market. I was just talking about that. I can break inside that, but I got too much love for you in abundance. Real talk. I can break inside that mother's country, bro. You just got to know when to take your money off, and you got to know when to put your money on certain little hookups. See, I can read numbers. I know when something's going to drop. It's like a blood pressure, y'all. Then I know when something go rise up. It's all numbers, y'all. Anything with numbers, y'all, I can break into. Like how we do these fire sticks. If I learn how to do it, I can break inside the fire, which is easy. For my boy, we just doing numbers. But anything dealing with numbers, I can break inside, y'all. No, DJL, what you doing? How many reps you doing online, or live? What you doing on live today? He said he doing 1,000 plus. So what you doing? Pull-ups? I'm saying what routine? I'm stuttering. What routine you doing? I know push-ups. I know you might do pull-ups, and I know you might do dips. Then I know you might do squats, pulls, dips, diamond push-ups, high knee raises, curls with the dumbbells. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So each rep you might do like 200 on each rep, huh? 200 pulls, 200 dips. I'm gonna go live. I said I would have went live with you, but 200, 300 reps with each workout. 200 to 300 reps. Pulls, dips. Because I think I was gonna do some dips. Actually, I was gonna do some shorties. Cause my cousin, he locked up. Yeah, he cut up like a mug. He be doing them pull-ups too. And he was like, "Cuz, you don't be doing them shorties." I'm like, "Heck, you know." So I was gonna do some shorties today. I gotta get them shorties in. He's like, "Man, you don't do them shorties, bro?" He said, "Man, nah, I do them shorties, bro." So I was gonna do some shorties today and some dips. Hey, DJL. Hey, just take my email down and send me a message so I can have your email address. It's gonna come up just like this. So I'm about to try something, y'all. I want to get me about, because it's like, no, that's how I look on my computer. All right, y'all, much love. All right, y'all, much love. I'm gone, y'all.